Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Worlds of Adventure USA. In a few moments, we'll be opening the park to all guests. Please make sure you have your tickets ready, and also, please keep an eye on your young heroes while in the parks. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Worlds of Adventure USA. Get ready to soar to new heights with our brand new attraction, Megaton Tower. Also, check out our amazing new lineup of casts and characters featured throughout the parks. Ready to be a hero and see if you have the skills needed to save the world? Check out Shadow City, located on the east end of our parks.
Attention. We are being followed. Shall I dispatch the welcoming drones? Attention. We are being followed. Shall I dispatch the welcoming drones? Attention. We are being followed. Shall I dispatch the welcoming drones? Attention. We are being followed. Shall I dispatch the welcoming drones?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the parks at Worlds of Adventure USA will be opening shortly. Please make sure you have your tickets ready.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Heroes Core Worlds of Adventure. I am your... How shall I put it? Your show host today, Harper West. Yes, I am taking over for the fuzzball in the back. But we will be, getting the parks open in just a moment. Where is the key to the gates?
You have it.
Yes, I have it. You gave it to me for safekeeping, remember?
Oh, thank you. Alright, let's open these parks. Alright. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Heroes Core. I am PA Kenny USA, aka Tower T Studios. Give me just a moment to put this key in here, and click. And yes, people are now swarming into the parks.
Attention, we are being followed.
People
Shall I dispatch the welcoming drones?
getting lost in the crowds.
Alright, and let me bring in our cast of characters to have them introduce themselves. Give it just a moment. And I think the feeds are working. There we go. Yes. Hi everyone, how are you? I am PA Kenny aka Harper West. I play, yes, Harper West, also Blip. And I don't think Eric Unwin's here, but he might show up. He might still be grading papers, I'm not sure. So I'm going to pass it over to our lovely person over that way.
Oh, I didn't say which way you're pointing.
That would be Miss Ella.
Yes.
Hello, I am Trisha Welsh. I play Ella Simone, otherwise known as Secret Fang. And I hope you will all have a wonderful time in the park. Just don't pull any of those levers over there. And now I will pass it down to our wonderful
Person.
person down
Yeah.
there, darling.
Hi, I'm Katie Wynn. I play Jessica Rose, aka Queen Bee, who recently found out via accident that she can shift into an animal. So that's fun. And now that he's done with his flea bath, Furball.
Sorry, my internet's having a horrible dip. If I can even be heard right now.
You can.
can.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
You're
but
sitting
my
in
internet-
your flea bubbles.
Either way. Hello. I'm Baxter. I'm also Baxter. And we're both controlled by me. Hello, I'm the boy. I'm the man. But either way. Yeah, my evil genius and my not so evil genius. Still genius. And yeah, I'll move on from my evil genius tinkering man to
Yes.
to our good old.
What's your name?
It's Baxter.
Yes, but like the person playing the character. You just
Gearbox.
yes,
Mhm.
you are Gearbox.
I brushed by that. Sorry.
You're good.
Sorry, I'm a little everywhere right now.
You're good. All right, and you're passing
I
off
eat
to
too
the
much
other.
sugar. Passing over to our good old lucky friend right here.
Uh-huh.
Lucky Cobra.
I am Diamond Ace, otherwise known as Christian Pierce, played by Pi 3, also known as Christopher, or Chris. And I think that's everybody who's here today.
Yes. I do see that there's one person standing at the gates without a ticket. Shame on you, Lemon. Go get your ticket. We'll wait.
Shame. For shame.
It's okay. All right. So, yeah. While they go find their ticket in their various pockets and things, we'll be opening up the parks and getting this show started. We'll be right back after the opening intro, folks. Stay tuned.
Everybody, let's go. It's time to put on a show. Keep your hands and arms and legs inside the ride. Can you feel their energy? It's time to take flight. Like a super-powered lightning strike across the sky. Heroes core, can you hear the roar? It's the ride of your life. Shine bright, destiny is in sight. It's the hope in our eyes. We're ready to fight, we're ready to go, yeah. Megatron has the power at the worlds of adventure. This park we will defend, yeah, Heroes Core.
Alright, folks, we are back. And where we last left off, I believe our heroes were literally being walked or carried back to the hotel.
No, they. I think they were still inside of Dr. S's.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank
medical
you.
bay.
The medical bay. Well, I'm gonna... Do you mind if I time skip just a little bit forward? Like, some of you have made your way back to the hotel,
Mm-hmm.
but Dr. S is there to observe. Like, just
He's
kind of
making
like,
sure
you
you
know,
don't die.
making sure, yeah, because you guys are still under, like, considered, like, ICU critical. And we'll start off with Ella, who's on probably the bed with a bunch of machines hooked up to her. In her human form. Human form. Everyone's in their human form right now.
Okay.
Yep.
What hit me? Did anybody get the number of that bus?
I don't think it was a bus. I think it was a very large robot. Ow.
No, it was an explosion. Remember?
Yes, that very large explosion. Meanwhile, there was a robot, one of your robots, is standing over you with a Geiger counter, everyone.
Uh-huh.
And it's going...
Dr. S is like, oh god. Dr. S just goes like, you're all very lucky to even survive that. Quite impressed. Well, thankfully the explosion was dampened by Scoopy, but
Wait a minute.
still,
What happened to Scoopy?
I'm unsure. I believe if the boss is trying to find probably what's left of him.
Meanwhile, there's a knock on the door.
Oh,
On
could
the...
that be?
I
Well,
will
no one-
message you. Box.
Well,
Because
at
this
the
is
moment,
this is gonna be a little bit of an interesting scene. So give me a moment. Go ahead, keep going, guys.
well,
Just-
where is Queen Bee? Is she alright?
Queen Bee? I don't know where Queen Bee is. I didn't see her last time. I hope
I'm
she's
not
okay.
sure either, but I believe the boss probably knows, but he's probably too busy. Don't know what this accent building up on Dr. S is.
Hey, it's fine by me.
Either way, you should rest.
I think that's a very good idea. And you see her trying to turn over, but because there's so many
All right, there we go.
wires on her, she can't.
Yeah.
Either way, I should get the door. The door opens, and it's there's Good Baxter holding very much fried-looking orbs. And he also looks very wounded because he didn't heal the whole time.
Yeah. You can still see like singed like fur on his shoulders and stuff like that, and some of his white suit is just kind of like burnt in some spots with like some splotch marks and stuff like that. Yeah, it's not a good image for him.
Baxter, you have arrived, and you're hurt. Yes, of course I'm hurt. I literally was right there at a point-blank explosion. Well, not as bad as a friend. He kinda
Immediately, the
stumbles.
robot walks up to you and starts scanning you with the Geiger counter. Sir, you are injured.
Yes, I know. I'm very injured. but also
You also are
hello.
very highly irradiated, sir.
Oh, that's just normal. I'm always the rate. Anyways, is I gotta get these orbs into the workshop. You should rest. Yes, yes, rest, rest. But first, sir, I recommend you rest. Fine, let me just put these away first.
He's like escorting him to like one of the chaise lounges on the outside of the deck overlooking the parks.
Baxter just puts the very much damaged orbs down.
In a like a little bowl next to you, yeah. Glass bowl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Baxter's like rubbing his forehead. Ah, my head. I don't. Impressive how you managed to even take that. Looks at everyone else. At least they're not dead. Ugh,
Yeah.
flopping over, just like something to lay on.
Yep. And we're just for my GM etiquette. Katie, where are you right now? Where were you during that scene? 'Cause you weren't in the last episode.
Yeah, no.
Were you making? I think you were making. Were you making your way back, or what were you doing? Just can you remind me because I haven't been able to look at the recap.
Well, originally she was kind of moping on top of Megaton Tower.
Yeah. Well, you did see a massive explosion go off on Megaton. Like off in the west end of the park, like there's a massive explosion, like some kind of like weird looking ice cream dome popped up, and then there was this like loud, bright flash that nearly blinded you, and knocked you actually off the tower. The shockwave was just that intense. So you were lying on your back in the parks, probably in like somewhere near Megaton Tower, maybe like a couple 100 feet out, like in the courtyard area. And there's a small crowd kind of gathering around you, just looking at you, just kind of like smoldering.
Yeah, out of curiosity, since she wasn't caught in the blast, is she reverted back?
Yes, she is.
That's unfortunate.
Yep.
Okay. She'll go to stand up very, very carefully.
One of the medical personnel rushes forward with like a EMT bag and like another one with like a gurney behind him. Says, "Ma'am, you just fell 600 feet. Well, not 600 feet, but more like 60, 90 feet off that tower. Are you sure you're okay? Do you need any medical attention?"
I've fallen further than that.
And like the crowd is kind of like still kind of gather around, but they've parted a little bit to give the EMT some space to work. And they say, "We will have to ask that you be escorted out of the park for your own safety, ma'am."
Yeah, that's not gonna happen, she says as she goes to stand up.
All right, and roll me a strength check. Because you are...
Okay.
What's your HP right now?
Maxed.
Okay, you're...
She,
Yeah, so
I don't know.
You didn't take any damage. I do remember that now. But you are... I will say you are a little drowsy. Like just kind of weakened by that shockwave.
Okay.
At least, not mechanically, but narratively. All right.
12 for the strength check to keep
Yeah,
standing.
you're able to stand, but you're a little wobbly. And you do feel a little bit woozy. Just tinge bit of wooziness in the back of your head. And you don't know where that's coming from, but... the ENT say, "Well, can we at least escort you back to your the resort hotel area? Because the parks are, even though they are open, we do concern for your safety, ma'am."
She looks at the EMT and just says, "Do you have any idea who I am?"
No, ma'am, I do not. All I know is that I'm here to protect our guests from any injuries or harm that may come towards them. It is my job, ma'am.
Well, that's good. if I fell on a guest, please check on them. I work here, she says.
And you can obviously tell this EMT is a new employee or something like that. He doesn't know like everyone in the park, and he says, "Well, ma'am, I'm terribly sorry that. Do you need me to call a manager?"
No, I've got it. And she'll actually walk off and hit the little comm wristband
Yep.
thing
Mhm.
and say, Baxter, what the hell?
Your comm starts crackling, Baxter, as you're just kind of laying, kind of like lounging in the chair, just kind of relaxing.
Baxter hears it and he jolts away. Oh, okay. He kind of like shakes his head a little bit and he lightly like leans to his comm.
What? What is it?
Well, I'm curious as to why I just fell no, the Megaton Tower was like 110 feet.
Yeah. Also,
Yep.
by the way, you notice that Baxter's voice is very much kind of different. It's softer.
Yeah. She'll yeah. Care to explain why there was a large bubble of ice cream and then I fell 110 feet?
Oh, the explosion?
You didn't know about any explosion.
Yeah, she just says, all right, which one of your little experiments exploded?
Peter. You sent some sort of person out and they exploded. It's fine.
Meanwhile, you do hear a little bit of a clicking of some kind off in the distance, like over the comms.
Me and practically everyone else, excluding you, kind of got caught in the blast. Ow.
I got caught in a shockwave.
Oh, was it that intense? Couldn't tell.
It knocked me off the top of the tower.
Oh. Well, now. I'll probably have to make sure no one else got hurt.
The robot comes
That's
up
out
to
of
you.
character for Baxter, for what you know.
Yeah, the robot comes up to you, by the way, and says, "Sir, I'm receiving reports of multiple injuries throughout the park. Minor, of course, but there are a couple broken bones, maybe some sprained ankles, and broken
That's
ribs
not
here and
very
there."
good. Dr. S, can you order on it? Okay. Not
I'll
what I
go.
want today.
Also,
Well-
sir, I do recommend that we shut down that part of the park, as it is highly irradiated.
Yes. Do that. First, me splitting. Right.
What part of the park?
It was in the ride area.
What northwestern area of the park?
It was the Colossus ride. It should be,
Decommissioned?
and it's kind of half destroyed now. Oh wait, oh yeah, that's right next to a cave. That's
The kids area. Right next to kids area, yep.
either
Yeah.
way.
Hearing that, the next words you hear from her are going to be very out of breath because she's going to start bolting for that area.
Mm-hmm.
Judging by your out of breathness, I imagine you're there. I think, yeah, you can do that. I can't move right now.
Yeah, well,
Yep. Alright, so you do make your way just to, sprinting as fast as you can because you are military,
Mhm.
to the area where the blast site is, and you can see as you enter the zone that this area of the park theming looks all wrong. Like, it looks like and I kid you not, a nuclear blast went off. But it was a nuclear blast of, dare I say it, there are melting ice cream smears all over the attractions. The buildings, like, things are, like, icicles are dripping from, like, snow.
The shed is no more.
Yeah, the shed is no more. Like, there are a few people on the ground, like, face down on the ground, kind of just crawling away. None of them
There's
are
rope.
kids. thankfully. Like, all the kids were evacuated.
You can see multiple robots trying to help and
Yeah.
trying to help, and you see him,
Mhm.
Dr. S slither his way on here.
Yep. Like, it looks like the scene of a very grim post-apocalyptic movie went off, but there was a lot of ice cream involved.
Yeah, no, that's fair. She will. She may not have her wings, but she still has Ace's and Baxter's tech. So,
Yep. Mhm.
when she hears irradiation, she taps and equips her suit as she runs in there. She's
Yep.
like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yep. And you just hear on your suit, radiation levels have reached unsafe conditions. Recommend quarantine.
Later, she says, and she'll start pulling things off of people and yada yada.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like ride chairs, like an actual ride like vehicle that has been separated from the from the chassis of the car. It's lying kind of like upside down, and you can hear people moaning and groaning underneath it.
Yep.
Looks like part of the roller coaster just separated from the chassis, and it's just been thrown in this part of the park.
Okay.
Yeah. And I will warn you, there's a lot of blood in some spaces.
Ugh.
Covered in some ice cream too.
I mean,
yeah.
This is no different than a war zone. So
yeah. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to make that clear for our audience and also for the cast. Yep.
Okay. She is going to get the people out and seeing the doctor full of things is going to ask him, "You got a spare med kit on you?"
Fair time to Dr. S?
Yes.
He's a snake
Dr. S.
person, by the way.
Yeah. It's a mechanical snake person.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at you. A med kit? Let me look. Yes, I have one right here.
Toss it over.
He tosses it over to you.
And I'm going to use that to cast Cure Wounds on as many of these people as I can.
Is it a regular Cure Wounds or Cure Light Wounds?
It's regular Cure Wounds.
Cure Wounds, got it. So
I can do it 6 times.
6 times, okay. You come up to like this thing and you lift the... I'm not gonna have you roll a strength check because it's not that heavy piece of equipment. But you manage to lift it off, and you see that there's a maybe a 21-year-old rider who's looking very hurt. Like, you can tell like their leg is bent in a way it shouldn't be from the impact, and they are whimpering in pain.
Yep. She's gonna look at him and say, "I can't promise this isn't gonna hurt, but at least we can get you started healing." And she'll, because she has to, she will re-break it and set it.
All right. And you just hear this agonizing scream as... I'm not going to scream on mic.
She will pull off her belt and put it in the man's mouth.
Yep.
So he doesn't bite off his tongue.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. And it is been reset, but there is a compound that you've been able to fix, thankfully. All right. And he is recovering, but he will not be able to walk for about like 6 months on that leg.
I mean, it's better than losing the leg.
That is true. Yes.
Well,
The other
also-
injuries include maybe some broken, a few broken ribs, maybe some sprained ankles. There's one dislocated shoulder. You do reset that. Again, doing the same process. And when you come to there's like the shed that's been completely like destroyed. You do see that there is a couple people with medic stuff and they're lining a tarp over 2 bodies.
Hmm. Oh, yeah, there's also
Uh,
there's also multiple of those jetpack dudes that have been
Yeah.
modified to be medics.
Yes.
yeah, she's gonna walk over to the bodies.
Mhm.
If she has to, she'll flash her park credentials because I think Baxter
Yep.
gave us all,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
and she'll look to see who's under the sheets.
There's one woman with kind of like long curly hair that is like it's you don't even know if it's a woman or not, but from the long hair you can assume it's a woman. Her entire body has been charred from the face down to the skull level. The bones are just black. Everything is blackened.
Graphic.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep. And this has been identified, according to the robot, as Grace Adams. The focal point of the explosion.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
One of the people that we failed to save.
No, she was the actual. Just to give you context out of character, she was a demon-like looking creature when she transformed, but when her, and I'll tell you this, guys, because you already defeated her. When her HP went down to 3 or lower, she went full-on nuclear.
Ah, yes. Well, I knew that.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
assumed this.
So yeah,
I didn't know how much. But yeah.
yeah, but that was
I like
the remains of what was left of her.
I like the idea the robot does like do a little correct, like going like this is where this body is where the explosion came from. It seems.
Yep. And you can
Just
see like it's just holding a Geiger counter over it, and it's like spiking off the chart. Like the needle's not even moving, it's just like at full like radiation level. And you do get a warning on your suit saying radiation levels are reaching critical mass. Recommend moving away from this area.
Is one of the jetpack guys around?
That is the
there's
jetpack guy talking to you.
Yeah, they're everywhere. By the way, they're like flies.
Yeah, she just looks at the person and looks at the body and says, you may want to move that or bury it rather deeply.
Yeah, it nods. We're already on that. Well, like 2 or 3, and like grab the body on like a stretcher and just fly somewhere. You don't know that you just see them shoot off.
Yep. And the other body is
I was gonna say if they had sense, they'd drop it in a mine in West Virginia.
all right. So the other body is actually severed from the waist down. The legs are missing somewhere. They haven't been recovered yet. But it's a former ride operator or a mechanic. No, it's a mechanic. The mechanic from episode 1, guys.
No.
No. Wait, I wasn't in that one.
No,
No,
it was the one. No, but Jesse was, and Jesse knows this
Yeah.
person.
Mm-hmm.
Emotional.
Yep.
Yeah.
Frank Edwards. You could just kind of chart on like part of his name tag.
Yeah, she just.
Mhm.
She's gonna put the cover back over him, do the Catholic cross,
Mhm.
and then go hunt for his legs.
You spend about an hour looking for the legs. Apparently they haven't been found, even by you. Sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, nuclear explosions do that. I'm just gonna say that. You don't know what can happen. So, yeah, but as
she
you...
does.
Go
She
ahead.
does check the fridges.
Um,
Yeah.
you just find in the fridges a lot of melted ice cream.
Oh no. Actually, I'll
Fair
say
enough.
near the shack, you see one fridge that's charred, and you look inside, and you see like 2 coins. This is a reference to what happened last time.
Yes.
You don't know what these coins are. They're weirdly marked, but you know,
Yep.
just 2 gold coins.
Yep. And the smoldering wreckage of what's left of the Colossus ride. The ride's gonna have to be taken down and rebuilt, or
Built. Oh, woe is me.
yep. But the site has been basically cordoned off from the public.
Yeah.
Mhm.
After doing and hunting and things like that, she'll head towards the medical part of it.
Yeah. Like the Med Bay area in
Yeah.
Shadow City.
Where all the
Yeah.
robots are taking the people, and Dr. S is there now.
Yeah, it
Probably.
is a full-on like equivalent of a sick bay, but like this is like top-notch. Like they have like X-ray machines and one of the MRI machines, like 2 of them actually, and they're just doing everything they can. It's like a mini hospital here.
Yeah. Once she
Yep.
gets out of the radiation zone, she'll disengage her suit. And...
Yep. You disengage your suit, and it kind of packs up and puts it into the wristband, and you just see a blinking light saying, "You have been exposed to high levels of radiation. It is recommended to clean yourself."
She looks at the watch and says, "Yeah, that's what you think. I'm either going to get cancer or I'm going to get my wings back. So we're going to see what happens."
It doesn't say anything.
No.
Yeah, she's just talking to it like,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
smart mouth.
Yep. So, yeah, in this ward, they're doing their best, but it's triage back and forth because there's too many people and there's not enough robots. And there's actually a machine off in the corner just building more robots to compensate.
The robots keep pumping out.
Yep. But
Heal.
we cut back to in the hotel, and Baxter, you're still lying there, and Ella, you are...
Ella's asleep.
Ella's asleep, okay. But
Ella
you've
is
been...
asleep.
Yeah, they've disconnected some of the wires, but you're still hooked up to, like, basic level monitoring. You're stable.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that she could turn over and
No, not
and
yet.
curl up
And
with a ball.
Chris, you are, you've been cleared to move around freely.
Okay.
You've
I
somehow
am-
managed to recover faster than the rest of the people. Very lucky of you.
Okay. But I'm still depowered, I believe. Or
Yes, you're
Yes.
depowered, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I will say, even in my human form, while a lot of my tech stops working,
Mhm.
I do have contingency, which is I pull out a wand.
Mm-hmm.
It actually looks more like a gadget,
Yeah.
obviously for theme. Not to pastiche things too much, but he clicks it and it starts making a whirring noise, and he starts waving it around. It's a wand of detect magic.
Okay.
Essentially, what Christian is trying to do is he knows that we need to get our powers back.
Yeah.
So he's gonna start going around with this with
Yeah.
his detection to try to see if he can find a source of power.
Like an energy source for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Baxter's just sickly sitting there, and he looks at his wrist, and he sighs like, "You
Yeah.
guys losing your powers is getting annoying, isn't it?" He says, like, very weakly.
Yep.
It is.
As you're waving the wand around, you point it at Baxter. Baxter is emitting a lot of more energy than normal.
Oh.
He kind of goes, "You ever wondered why I don't change back?"
A bit, although you don't seem to be suffering the same power loss that we are.
Yeah, I think it's complicated, and I can't much of it. All I've learned is how to tap into it. He says, while he kind of points at this little wrist thing that you can't tell if it's been there the whole time or not. It's been covered by his sleeve, but he pulls it back a little bit to show it. See this thing?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
It's how do I put? It's like a feedback loop, I guess. He kind of like kind of moves it a little bit to show you that there's a needle on like the wrist thing going right into his arm.
Oh.
It's I can't tell if I need it specifically to keep my powers in check, but it's probably the only reason I'm able to stay like this for this long.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't suppose. So, what is that doing? Is it channeling energy out of your body, or is it just moderating your?
Complicated because of my direct source to Megaton Tower. That was, practically the thing in releasing all that radiation everywhere, and I was point blank to it. I got overloaded with a lot of it. Meaning, for one, I had plenty to spare to stay informed normally. But this is supposed to kind of, how do I put this? Keep it both from getting like too much, but also keeping it from too little.
Okay.
It's
If you have an excess of power, I don't
Mhm.
suppose we could tap that to try to restore power to the rest of us.
well, my excess power either got too much or too little, and I splitted. So I'm like half power than I was before, but I think I can tap a little bit, and maybe I can even hook you up with one of these. I know I have a switch on it where I could technically turn it off, and well, basically it will take all my energy and put it into this band, meaning I could probably flip out of form, but I kind of got comfortable.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it does any good to revert you if we don't get enough energy to revert or to
Fair.
get power back to the rest of us. Maybe that's not a good idea.
Well, I think I've been working on the technology to remove and add this type of magical super radiation that we're affected with. I didn't finish it. I think this was before I went full villainy, I guess. I was going to do it to turn myself back to normal after I took over the park and stuff, but I didn't get around finishing it fully. I think I still have it laying around somewhere.
Oh, okay. What if we
Well-
got that? Could we take that to the tower and attempt to re-energize that way?
Probably, maybe. I know the tower still has a lot of radiation locked in it. It has like these batteries.
Yeah, that's what I expected, considering what our adversary wants to do with it.
Also judging by what happened today, there's plenty of people with radiation that I'm probably gonna have to use this for anyways.
Yeah, I could help with that too, but in my current state, I don't have access to the full range of my abilities.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Baxter, as you're talking, and also Christian, roll me a perception check.
oh,
got it.
sure.
okay.
Passive perception.
You just want our passive perception, or do you want us to roll it?
You can roll that.
Okay.
Like I can't. My dice keeps getting interrupted by objects. This sucks.
Ooh.
And just-
gotta
I
find
rolled-
a quick
I rolled an 18.
all right,
Damn
you
it.
see it.
What did I roll? I rolled a 19.
You also see it. So both of you are looking at, like, as you're in the middle talking, you're looking out over the coastline where this park is set up. And off in the distance, you can see a large storm cloud approaching. Like, very ominous looking storm cloud.
That's no.
Oh.
I should luckily, it's outside. I probably should reinforce the shields.
Okay, as long as the shields work, like,
The
the
shields
last
have
thing we
always
need is a lightning strike on Megaton Tower.
Yeah.
You
Uh,
you do
you
get an
approach the
alert
panel.
actually on your comms. That blast knocked out the shield generator. Unfortunately, it will take about like maybe a day for it to
The shield
reboot.
generator was like in the middle of the park. That was like to the side of the park, the
Yeah,
explosion.
yes, but the blast wave basically knocked out like half the shield, so you only get half the shield back. Shield strength.
Okay,
Mhm.
shield has been horribly weakened by the explosion. I think it may have tampered or even destroyed one of the shield amplifiers that are
Oh,
spread around the whole park. I'm probably
should
going to
I?
have to rebuild one of the? Only one of the amplifiers should be destroyed, but just one amplifier destroyed causes issues.
Okay. I can go fix that. That's something I still have the ability to do, regardless.
It probably shouldn't be that hard, I guess. You and some construction bots could probably get it
Yeah,
back to functioning.
I'll go run out and do that because that's the last thing we need is for that storm to come in and make things worse.
Yep.
Why don't you? You're probably better equipped to deal with the device you made that we might be able to use to siphon power back.
Anyways, again, I need it for the people too.
And that too, for that.
Probably,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna, because it's in my old workshop though, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to get past myself, he says a little begrudgingly.
Yep.
Are you gonna need help with that, or?
I'm not sure if any of you are equipped to deal with what that will look like. I'm not sure how other me's feeling about all of this.
Yep.
So I'm not sure how easy this is gonna be just to walk out with that machine.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to hurt me, because if he does, I think that will hurt him, or at least if he kills me. But I need a boost shot for a second though. He lifts his arm up, and one little robot's with a green look on them. Can I get healed?
Yes. You get healed.
How much? Like a long rest or just a little bit?
Well, I will allow a short rest.
Okay, I have like 5 HP.
Yeah, short rest is fine. So just roll a d6 and then do your short rest.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Let me.
Everyone else, however, does get a long rest because they've been medically treated. And also, Ella, you're watching the TV right now, or just the sound of the TV is playing in the room next door.
It's lulling her to sleep at the moment.
Well, yeah, it's like, like the radio on the TV kind of music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you're suddenly startled awake by...
Oh no.
What is it?
It's that annoying ear-piercing bad thing happening alarm.
No. Not the emergency alert system.
It's mentioned
The
something
National
about
Weather Service has issued a hurricane warning for the state of Rhode Island and the coastal areas of Massachusetts and Connecticut. Hurricane Fred, a Category 5 hurricane, is expected to make landfall within the next hour. This hurricane is expected to affect the entire state of Rhode Island.
There's going to
This
be
is
a
an extremely
hurricane.
powerful hurricane, with wind speeds expected to reach
Ace,
nearly
you want to
210
get
miles
that
per
generator
hour.
done,
All
that
remaining
amplifier.
residents of the state of
Okay,
Rhode
I'll go
Island
do that
and
right
within
away.
the coastal areas of
Generator's
Massachusetts
fine,
and
just the
Connecticut who have not
amplifier.
evacuated are advised to seek whatever
Yeah,
shelter possible.
I'll head out.
Storm shelters have been set up in
lightened
Providence.
the shields recently
Locations
after I
of these
stopped
shelters
using
will be
them,
broadcasted
but
over
I think I
news
keep
media
better
outlets.
control.
If you cannot get to a shelter within the next hour,
amplifier,
seek whatever shelter you
I think
can
that's an
find.
important one, too.
A basement or other
There's, like,
underground
4
location is
important
best.
ones and, like,
If that
4
is not
weak
possible,
ones.
move to
And
the
this is a
innermost portion
rare
of
one
a
'cause
sturdy
the
building and
hurricanes
stay
don't
away
usually
from
come up this
windows.
far.
In the event you should lose power, bring a
Maybe
battery-powered radio with extra batteries. It is
Unless it
also
hits land
recommended that you
between
bring
now
canned
and
food,
then. I
bottled
don't
water,
think so.
and prescription medication.
Can I ask
Do not call
the
911
GM?
unless
Because
you
I've
have a
lived in New
life-threatening
Orleans.
emergency. Stay tuned to local
Do
news
I know
media
how
outlets for the
strong
latest
this
information and
hurricane
instructions
They
is?
on
actually
this
made
emergency
it's a
situation.
category 5.
Lovely. Thank you.
Oh dear.
Oh great.
And it's
It's-
making
it's-
its way, and it's making its trek towards the parks.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it said Massachusetts and stuff like that, but just for narrative's sake, it's making its way towards the Florida coast, like up the Florida coast. Fine.
Oh, it's gonna hit the Florida coast and then go up.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
The way it's trekking. Yep.
Even Baxter, while being a little hurt, he practically
Mhm.
shoots up and goes, "Okay, I can't like sit around and like, get any better."
What I mean, it's a hurricane and it's a Category 5. Remember, Katrina was a Category 5 and it flooded New Orleans.
And they did say and you did say on here on the report that the wind speeds are up to starting at 210 miles per hour to 300.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to get some of my robots. I may even have to build a new one very quickly to build like water trenches or something.
I think that would be wise.
That will...
Harper immediately comes out of the still with like the the IV bag and stuff that he's like walking into the room like on the back porch and he says, "Hey guys, did you hear about that hurricane that's coming?"
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we've heard about the hurricane, and it's going to be very terrible.
Baxter,
Harper.
I do recommend that you shut down the parks and evacuate the guests.
Well, the thing is, I'm not sure if they're gonna have time to get anywhere safe.
We have about an hour.
Oh god.
And that's not going to be
underground...
any place. That's it. That is way too soon.
Can we use the underhub?
Well, my other me holds the underhub completely. I haven't been able to get in there for days, really. Well, ever since the split. That was like one day. But like, maybe we can do Dr. S's place because it's like under the water completely.
All right.
It's meant to handle extreme water pressures, anyways. It's at practically the.
But how many? What's the maximum occupancy for that facility? Because I don't think we have enough space for all the guests.
It's pretty large if you count his medical bay and higher area. But I may have to figure a way to get into the underhub, or very nicely ask myself. Anyways, I have to get in there anyways to get the anti-radiation machine thing I built. Well, I didn't finish. I need to get that.
Meanwhile, off in the parks, you do hear air raid sirens going off.
I'm already running towards the amplifier to fix it.
Mm-hmm. You're making your way towards the You're running, by the way. Yeah. And you're getting into the parks, and people are like looking at the storm. The alerts are going off on people's phones, and you're just going one way. Everyone else is running the other way towards the exits of the park.
The park guardians are trying to like keep people calm.
Yep. Shilbro is just literally grinding his way through the crowd.
Of course. I think maybe the Dark City also could be a possibility if I close all the exits, because it's one giant box. It's like one giant sturdy box.
Does it have any windows?
No, it's a black giant box. It's meant to be a complete dark place. So like, if I seal all the exits, it's with probably edited versions of the emergency shutters that were built for it. Maybe I could keep the water out.
Well, that sounds like a good place to put people.
So,
as you're doing that over the PA, keep going. Attention guests, we do have an emergency situation in the parks. There's a report of a Category 5 hurricane approaching the parks at this time. All guests are asked to report to a safe location at this time. Again, this is an emergency situation. Please proceed to your designated storm shelters. If you need assistance, cast members will be on hand to assist. Thank you, and have a heroic day.
I'm going to try and get some people, because I don't think anyone's going to have time to get anywhere safe outside the park. Like, I'm going to try and get the Guardians to get people into both Dr. S's and Midnight City. Midnight City can hold a lot more than Dr. S's area.
Well, start sending people to Dark City first, and if that gets filled up, then send them over to Dr. S's.
I'll do that. I'm also going to get some of my machines to start editing the emergency doors to be a lot more waterproof. Because right now they're just simple shutters, but if I can make them waterproof and a lot more reinforced.
Wait a minute. Where is Queen Bee?
I don't know.
Queen Bee, you are...
Queen Bee was at where the explosion went off, at least.
Yep,
No,
which is closest to the shoreline.
Yeah,
we have to warn her that there's a hurricane coming.
I'll get it. I think she can already tell by now, but I'll try to. He says, well, pushing the comm button.
Queen Bee, you do hear the comm button and the roaring wind in your ears from the rain and stuff that's already starting to pour down.
Queen Bee. Queen Bee!
Yeah, you just hear...
It's crackling, like, very staticky, like, barely audible, like, it's coming in through, like, back and forth.
Queen Bee!
Yeah, you hear her kind of shout into the thing.
Storm, very bad hurricane, level 5.
Well, that would explain a few things.
As you
We're
see a
trying to
palm
get the
tree
people-
just go flying, like an entire palm tree just ripped out of the ground, just going
We're trying
flying
to get
into a
people
building.
to safe areas, to Midnight City for now, because it's a giant box. So if you can
Okay.
help do that, it'd be really nice. We're also trying to work on getting everyone's powers back. Like that is like a side thing to. We're also trying to get that the amplifier for the shields back and functioning because that explosion destroyed the amplifier.
At that point, Chris, you are at the amplifier node. It's like a kind of like a large radio tower looking antenna.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna take a while to fix this thing. It's bent, it's damaged, it's burnt, it's
You got multiple robots already trying and just like
yeah, like trying to put it back together, but like the storm wind is blowing some of these robots back. Like even these robots trying to dig in with their heels are having trouble getting closer to this thing. Like they're having to literally cling on to the thing for dear life just to try and fix it.
Ooh, I suppose I'm gonna have to worry about that too.
you see a large you see it like out of nowhere a large rolling black disc. You remember this when it like ate the bomb when you watched one of these. And it grows it actually like activates these little legs and locks into the ground trying to block the wind. Like it's trying to work like a temporary wall.
For what it's worth, if I can get up to the machine before I worry about doing anything else, I'm gonna use. I have like supplies with me.
Yep.
Might as well pull it out and use it.
Alright.
I'm gonna use hammer and piton and some rope, and I'm gonna like
Alright.
secure myself.
Yep. As you're working your way towards the control box, you can see
Queen
bits
bee.
and pieces of metal from various objects in the park flying that haven't been
geez.
tied down yet. Roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
While he's doing that, Jesse is going to is going to ask Baxter, look, I've got a lot of injured here and I'm not strong enough to lift them all. I need Punchline and the water one.
Overflow and I guess Honky in the mech. Okay, then I'll get those sent over right now. I'm trying to get this radiation thing out and finished. Well, when I get to it, so I can help with the whole radiated issue and help with our powers both. It's a both situation.
The wind is now howling in your ears, guys, and rain is moving sideways.
I rolled an 11 on my dex.
Oh,
Oh,
that's not good.
Yeah, there's a
Could be better.
large piece of sheet metal that goes flying past you, like past your ear, and it nicks your ear, like the very edge of it, and cuts off your left ear.
Oh, jeez, ouch.
You see the large
Take 1d4 damage.
Okay.
See the large disc thing like plant itself even harder into the ground, trying its best to shield the other robots from everything.
Yep.
Trying to cover the amplifier. But you see the whole thing tilting a little bit.
Yep.
Can I get close enough to start working on it?
I will let you roll another dexterity saving throw to see if you can. Yes.
Is there any chance I could try to improve my odds by like? It's technically a reaction, but can I put up like shield?
Sure. So you're using the shield as you're like moving forward. Yep.
Yeah. I'll just be like, all right.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll put up a brief force
Yep.
field appears,
Yep.
and then I will like
Yep.
get forward as quickly as I can and
Yep.
tap down a piton.
Yep.
And then once I'm close enough, I'm gonna get out my tools and start working on it, and I'll
All right.
channel mending. My mending
Mending?
cantrip
All
will
right.
work.
All right. What does that do? Like, do you just roll or?
It repairs. What does it do? It may or may not help in this case, considering.
Yeah.
So, it repairs a single break or tear in an object.
Mm-hmm.
So it won't fix the whole thing,
Yeah.
but
There-
as long as there's like an it only fixes like about 1 foot in radius.
1 foot in
so-
radius. Okay, so you notice that like the giant bolts that are holding it down into the concrete block are being torn out. You've
Oh.
actually secured that, so it's now
Perfect.
level back in, but the whole contraption is bent like on its side because of the storm.
Okay.
So it will not function the way it's intended if you were to turn it on.
Okay. I guess I'll have to fix that.
Yeah, this is a 60-foot tall like antenna thing. So good luck.
I'll get on the radio and I'll be like, so I'm working on the amplifier, but this thing is way out of alignment and it's too big. I think it's too big for me to move.
There's a lightning strike like 60 feet from your present position, cloud to ground.
Also, it's made of metal and there's lots of lightning.
The only two things I can think of that can move something super bent is either Punchline or Scoopy. And Scoopy is charred.
Yeah, we'll go with Punchline.
Okay, okay, Queen Bee, I have to change focus of where Punchline is going. Because Punchline needs to fix the amplifier.
There's
As long
waves are lapping up on the boardwalk right now.
Oh, yeah.
As long
Overflow-
as you send me somebody strong enough to lift these people.
Yeah, Overflow could probably do it. Anyways, because of the rain, Overflow can move practically anywhere. And could probably even make a water umbrella. Either way. You should see Overflow coming in. They're very close.
You see like a like water kind of like trickling through like the drains right now.
Eventually, like
Yep.
quickly overflow just comes out of nowhere. One is using
Yep.
the rain to move,
Yep.
of course, but also is trying to like block the rain from people
Yep.
by making like a water shield.
There is a loud boom and thunderclap, and you see Megaton Tower has been struck directly. A
Oh, God.
shockwave goes out across the parks.
Also, imagine the whole time this has been happening, Baxter has been trying to get his way into the
Yep.
Underhub.
Yep. You're getting, and there's like a metal door like up there, like kind of like a blast door that your dear friend has installed. That keeps you out. As you touch the panel, it sparks and shocks you,
Ow! God, I forgot. I'm very conductive. Ow! Ow! Ow!
and you are transformed back.
Oh no! Like his like the little like wrist thing malfunctions.
Yep. Well,
Oh,
not
no,
not
no,
tra-
no, no.
well, you're transformed back to your human form, but
Yeah,
the wrist thing
what the-
has contained enough energy to recharge everyone. So now it's just the mission of getting you
Okay, damn.
to them.
Okay. I just. I need to get to the machine to help people more. Damn it, though.
He says while he starts like hitting on the damn like panel.
Work.
Access denied. Access denied.
Damn it, me.
Wait, I have an idea. He says while tapping his foot and going, okay, bad idea, but good idea. Bad idea, but good idea. Okay. What do I got?
Do the bad idea.
He thinks like, yeah. He pulls out his hand. Wait, no, my powers don't work right now. Shit. He quickly he runs over to like he has like a bag on him, luckily. And he
Yep.
pulls out and goes, do I still have it? Let me see the chances
What?
of that. He pulls out and he has yes. He holds like his little button out. I don't think it has very much charge though. He says it just shows one charge left.
Yep.
Okay, this thing should get me into my base. This was meant for emergencies only. This is emergency enough. Click.
Yep. There's a loud pop flash, and you're standing inside your bedroom in the other hub. And guess who's standing at a control booth with his back to you in that room?
Can I just sneak by evil Baxter going, this is just unfortunate.
As he's like
All the-
monitoring the news outlets and stuff.
The
down. monitors.
showstoppers just like, we're not gonna be able to do our thing. No, you won't. Unfortunately, unless I can control the weather. Here, Slots just goes, well, it's not that bad. We could help. What do you mean help? You know, if we help, then it could get done faster. Then if it gets done faster, we could do our thing. I'll keep that in mind.
There's a loud, like, pop and a sizzle behind you.
But
Evil Dexter.
he quickly turns. Oh, look at that! I'm almost for a nanosecond didn't recognize you. Hi, can I? Now what happened here, anyways? Look, you're all unpowered. It's funny. This is really awkward. I just want to like, you know, get the thing and get the radiation thing, and I can leave. Do that? Why am I leaning on no? Slosh just goes, but boss, again, if we help, shush. Let me be evil for a second. Baxter turns away, turns back. Where did he go?
Yeah, you just see Baxter running down the hall. Good Baxter.
Just gotta get to the thing, gotta get to the thing, gotta get to the thing. Where workshop.
Yep. And we cut back
Back
to Jess, and Jess, the Overflow has managed to somehow put up a rudimentary, like, kind of like force field wall, like back waving. So like the waves are trying to push the existing waves back from the storm, but you see that Overflow is struggling to like keep these waves back from getting higher and higher on the beach.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then her only other option is to redirect the medical droids to evacuation,
Yep.
while Overflow deals with that.
Yep. And now the wind is like palm trees and stuff, like palm fronds, not palm trees entirely, but like palm fronds are like flying sideways. And stuff like that. Trees are bending full on sideways. Dumpsters and like things are sliding across the ground. And you do see and I'm doing this just for the lulz, you do see a dumpster that's apparently was on fire as a set piece, just moving down the boardwalk. With the words, "Your corpse are shit."
No,
Spray painted on it.
Oh no. You can also see the slight distance, the punchline making his way to the amplifier.
Yep.
Doesn't look like he's too hindered because he's so heavy.
Yep.
The wind, even being really strong, can barely
Yep.
move.
By the way, you guys are in like the category 4 section of the inner ring of the storm. Lots of lightning and like hail now, size of golf balls.
And
Yeah.
probably and wind like there's no tomorrow.
Mhm.
Probably
Yep.
probably mini tornadoes.
Yep. There's actually a tornado, like 3 tornado warnings in the area of the parks. One near Shadow City, one near the East End, and one actually that was just reported near you, Jess.
She's yeah, she's gonna have all the robots do the moving, and
Yep.
then she is, with no regard for her safety, because why? She's going to continue searching the parks for people that are probably scared and huddling somewhere else.
Yep. I'm going to
So-
be rolling something. Give me a moment.
Go ahead. I know I'm taking damage because she's in the middle of a hailstorm.
Yep. Unfortunately. Where is the DM roller? Dice roller, DM. There we go. Ooh, we just have to roll a hit. Sorry, excuse me, folks. Does a 21 hit your AC?
Yep.
All right. Take 2 damage from a D8. You're lucky.
Wow, you tinked on that damage.
Yep. Yep. But yeah,
She just looks up at the sky and says, I've had poodles hit me harder than that.
Yeah, and there's a crack of lightning.
In response.
Yeah, off in the distance, like one of the what is it, the hot dog carts explodes.
Whoa.
Yeah,
My
screw
hot
you
dogs!
too. She
Mhm.
shouts.
Yep.
Strike me down, Zeus. You don't have the bop.
Not yet, but maybe. All right. So yeah, you're looking around for people, and like you find a few of them huddled in like the arcades on the boardwalk. Some of them are hiding under the boardwalk, which is not really safe, but closest shelter point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's gonna be like, she'll flat out say, "Look, guys, don't be stupid. We have places for you to go over here."
Yeah, as you're escorting them, and I'd like you to roll a dexterity saving throw, please. I do need to roll this.
Hooray for being an acrobat! 21.
Does all right. So unfortunately, you didn't hit the AC needed for this. A lightning bolt out of nowhere strikes you directly.
Oh no.
I need you to roll me a d6. If it's an odd number, let me know. If it's an even number, let me know. Just a flat d6. And you're not. I will have you roll the damage just a moment after that. But I just want to see what this effect's gonna do.
It's a 5 on the d6.
A 5. All right. So choose a wild form of your choice.
Okay.
You are about to transform into that wild form.
Oh no!
Okay. I mean, okay, so it's one of my druid wild forms.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sorry, give me a second. I need to be able to see what the limit is.
Yep.
I think it's your 6th level.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Unless she's multi-classing, I am not sure.
She is multi-classing. She's Ranger 3, Druid 3.
Got it.
So she'll probably go into like a wolf form.
Yeah. Not werewolf, but like just regular wolf, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you
Dog.
turn into a wolf. I don't mind if you describe that as transformation. If it's painful or not, that's up to you. But yeah, now I'm gonna roll damage while you're describing that.
Abandoned humanity evolved to dog.
Yeah, I mean, I assume the first time she's done this would be painful. So she lets out a cry, and it slowly turns into a howl.
Yeah, bones popping, like,
Yeah.
the whole transformation sequence. Yeah, that stuff. Take 3 damage. As your fur is kind of singed. Yep.
Yep, she
Mhm.
looks kind of down, looks around, and then shakes her head out, and then keeps running.
Yep. People are looking at the wolf and like, wait, what?
Dog, wolf. Don't pet it, but I want to pet it.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna cut back to Christian. You are over near the thing.
Yep, the amplifier.
Loud thumping ensues past the wind
Yep.
as you see the
Yeah.
figure.
Ground is shaking. Like every step he takes, that you just kind of like have this camera
You
shake.
see the glowing eyes of the big clown. Punchline is here.
in the fog of this rain and hail.
He
2
just
tornadoes just like
wanders-
next to him, just like sidelining him on either side.
Like he wanders over, he does like the cracking knuckles thing and just starts pushing and prying the thing into like position.
Mm-hmm. And meanwhile, on your wristband, you just hear, Node 32 is not aligned correctly. Node 32 will be aligned in 5 minutes.
He's aligning it with a great buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be ready to tap down the bolts with bending once he gets it in the right alignment.
Yeah.
Like,
all right.
He's
Ella,
slightly fighting the wind, but the
Yes?
giant disc
where
is
are you
helping.
right now? Just so that I'm aware.
Well, she hasn't moved from the
Bed.
bed that
Yeah.
she's been in. She
Mhm.
can't. She's got all these things attached to her, but she
Yep.
is looking at the TV screen
Yep.
with her eyes as wide as saucers.
As you can see, the
Just-
storm has hit inland, like just hit the coastline. And they are saying that the storm is actually something weird about the storm is happening. It seems that the speed of the storm has increased as it hits the coastline, not decreased.
Yeah, she's going to roll her intelligence saving throw.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
At disadvantage. Yeah.
Yep.
She let's see, that's 13.
13. This storm, something is weird about this storm, but you can't put your finger on it.
Well, this was a saving throw to stop her from
Panicking?
panicking and transforming.
Oh yeah, yep. You immediately transform.
I kind of figured.
All the wires just kind of like, and the heart monitors go, deet, deet, deet. You know, like something's wrong with the patient kind of thing.
Yep.
And the robot walks in and just sees you transform.
Mm-hmm.
And starts trying to carefully rip off the wires. Glad
Does
you
she have
are back.
Does she have an IV in her?
Yes.
She looks at the robots. I'll take up the rest of these. You remove the IV. I don't trust myself with that.
It removes the IV without any, problem, but, there's a slight scar. Just a small scar. No damage, just a slight scar.
She knows that.
Yep.
She stands up.
Mhm.
Is she woozy?
Very woozy.
May I ask him
Go ahead.
secret to roll a perception in this hindered state?
Okay.
Mhm.
Perception?
Yep.
Alright. That is a 17.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. That works.
So
I was
what did
eating
she
a
say?
bagel, sorry. You first hear it, but you hear a little beeping noise and slight rolling noise as you look and rolls out of the little workshop thing in this little apartment.
Yep.
Is little charred orbs as they're lightly sparking and they're beeping.
Ooh,
They're moving.
are you alright?
There little lights flashing as you hear like a very distorted bark noise come from it.
Alright.
And you hear the windows rattling violently out on the porch.
You know what, Scoops? I think we need to get to either an indoor place or a basement. Let's go. And she's gonna look for either one of those things.
Yep. As you make your way to the door of
Scooping
the
up Scoopy.
yeah,
Yeah.
like in your arms, yep. And you make your way to the door of the the top floor of the penthouse. Not the best place to be right now during a storm like this. And
Well, she did say a
Yeah.
basement.
yes, but you're on the top floor, remember.
I'm on the top floor.
And it's
Lovely, okay.
Florida. Why would there be a basement?
True.
Mm-hmm.
So she's actually looking for an indoor corridor where there aren't any windows.
You're in the hallway, but it's people are huddled in the hallway and stuff like that, and sheltering in place as best they could. And they just see you
Right.
walk in with this weird looking body.
Just the bundle of orbs that are flashing, letting
Yep.
out distorted.
And then someone screams, "She's got a bomb!"
Ah,
No, not a bomb. Not a bomb. Not a bomb.
it's a
Not a
dog.
bomb. It's a puppy.
Roll a persuasion check.
That's not as much. Persuasion?
Yep,
Okay.
persuasion.
Alright.
You should have the balls bark for advantage.
Yeah, they are barking.
Yep, they are barking, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that advantage or not?
that's just a normal roll, unfortunately.
Okay. Alright. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
– 18.
Some of the people like calm down and they say like they're just looking at the weirdness that's in front of them. Like you as this cat person, they've probably never seen before because these are some new park guests. But one of them pokes their head up and says, "Hey, isn't that the woman from the president like thing like a month ago or like 3 weeks ago? I don't remember when, but like didn't they save the president?"
Yes, I did save the president. But let's concern ourselves with staying safe in this hurricane. Yes?
There's a whole bunch of nodding.
Okay.
Yep.
She gets on the comms and she is going to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not talk to Baxter because I think Baxter's going to
Yep.
be busy.
Yep. Harper has actually left his room for some odd reason. Like you see him like running down the hall towards you, and he said he's in his suit. He is transformed, and he says, "I have an idea, but the storm is doing something really off. It's coming into the coastline, but like it's getting stronger."
That is very weird. Blip. Go and find Christian.
Christian? All right. Where do you know where he is?
From what I hear tell, he is trying to fix the power thing for the shield. The amplifier for the shield. Thank you.
Which side of the park is he on? He's like kind of like panting, like kind of like standing there just panting.
I like to think there's amplifiers on all directions, like like west, east, south.
Yep.
All those directions.
Yep.
Do I know which one Christian went to?
Roll me a intelligence
the
check.
one near the explosion, and I don't know which way the explosion was.
Roll your an intelligence check.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
To recall that information.
12?
You think it's the north end? Somewhere near the north end?
You can't even remember where the explosion happened.
Yeah.
Look, a lot has happened to her within the last 24 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the emergency lights in the hotel have started flashing, and you hear the audible announcement on the PA. You know, the generic, like shelter in place, blah blah blah.
Right. And she looks at Blip and goes, I think it's in the north end, but it was near the explosion.
Well, that's gonna help, he says, and he's like, "I'll try." And he just
All right.
There's a couple flashes of light as he blips back in and back out. He's like, "Nope, not there. Nope.
I like that. Nope.
He's like still dripping, like even worse than he was before. Like there's like there's a puddle forming on the rug, like in the hotel floor.
And one of the times that he blips back, just be careful, don't get hit by lightning. And
He comes back. Blips back in. He's all singed.
Go to go watch for lightning.
I told you to wait.
And then he blips back. And he blips into the next to you, Pierce, and he nearly startles you.
Oh. Yeah. Hello.
Hi. He's like screaming in your ear, like, "We
like
got."
Blip gets startled by the large clown for a second, as it's still moving,
and it's just like large, like the wind is so loud you can't hear him. But what he's saying is, "We gotta go," and large robot coming.
Well, the clown is moving the thing, right?
Yeah. He's like a giant robot above us. Lots of lightning.
How is
Very frightening.
How is the amplifier? If it's back in alignment, is it gonna
It's
work?
back in alignment, but you need to activate the power coupler.
I'm gonna shake my head and keep working on the inside to get it powered up.
Harper's like shaking his head, saying, basically, no, we don't have time. We gotta go now. The eye of the storm is coming.
Well, no, the eye of the storm is when it's the most calmest.
Well, like the edge of the
Yeah,
eye
but-
of the storm, where it's the most
Okay,
intense. Yeah.
You have to get, you
Yeah,
have to
the
get
eye
to
wall.
the eye. You
Yeah,
have to, like,
yeah,
the
yeah.
worst of it has to move through first.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, I know
Exactly.
that, but
It's called the eye wall.
Eye
I'm-
wall. Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
gonna shake my head again and say, like, this needs, and point at the tower. Can I? I will attempt to speed things along. Can I pull Freddy the Waspbot? I'm trying to remember. I think his name's
No,
Freddy.
it's not Freddy. It's
Not Freddy. Sorry. He had a name.
what's it?
Was it the Molten Hornet or no?
Yeah, the Molten Hornet.
Molten Hornet.
I think his name was Stingy or Stinger.
Stinger. Okay.
No, Sting. That's what you called him.
Okay. So when I'm in my
Mhm.
when I push back to my human form, one of the advantages I have is I have an effective bag of holding.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna like open like a duffel bag and like try to dump him out of the duffel bag into the tower's mechanics, and I'll say, "Hey, I'm gonna need you to hold still," and I'm gonna try to wire him in as like an auxiliary power source.
Yep. All right. So, roll me a because this is happening in such a intense situation. I need you to roll me a D12.
Okay, D12.
Just a flat D12 to see if you're able to find him in this mess of parts and stuff in this bag.
That's fair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
7.
A wrench falls out. And some
Oh, that's not-
nuts and bolts. That's it.
I'll pick up the wrench and I'll try to throw it in so it bridges the contacts and like gets power through.
You throw it in, and as you do that, the conduit does come online, but Sparks throwing you into Harper's arms and throwing both of you back 60 feet.
Oh no!
Off
out of
into the
protection.
over the edge of the boardwalk onto the beach.
That's out of the protection of the shield. Wait a minute, no, because the giant disc shield robot is trying to shield you from the wind. No.
Yeah.
I am still. I did rope myself up, so as long
Yeah,
as I
you're
hang
tied.
on-
You're tied. You're anchored to it, but like you're dangling over the edge of the
I'm dangling over the
over the boardwalk.
Pros and cons. Pros and cons.
Harper's just hanging. Harper's just hanging onto you like this, and he's like, as you're swinging violently, and the rope is like,
I like the.
yeah.
I'm ready to teleport now. I'll shout at him.
One of the construction robots notices you. Like I like the idea the construction robots are like the big heavy-weighted ones.
Yeah.
With all like the warning symbols.
Yeah.
It like sees this and like looks at the rope and grabs it and starts tugging.
And Harper's like trying to, but like he's all wet, so like it's just sparking, and you're getting a little bit of spark damage from you. I'm just gonna roll a flat D4 to see how much damage you take.
All right, fair enough.
Harper's also gonna take the damage, so yeah, because he's wet. Electricity and water doesn't play nice.
No, they do not.
Take 3 damage.
Okay.
Harper's gonna take 3 damage too. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, he says, "Sorry, I can't blip." He's just mouthing that because the wind is so loud.
You see like 2 or 3 construction robots work together to start pulling you back in.
Yep.
That's good.
And this is when you see it. In the clouds, there's a light flash of bright white light as like a cloud to cloud burst goes off. And it looks like there's a figure in the storm.
Oh.
You see him Punchline look over and see that, and you see its eyes turn from like a bluish, yellowish thing to like, for a second. Like it's just like, oh, that's a bad guy. Or just that's not good. But you can see Punchline wants to move, but like moves for a second, then realizes, wait, I'm supposed to be holding this.
Yep. And yeah. That's where we're gonna cut back to Jess and Ella inside the building.
Baxter is still trying to do his thing.
Yeah, and we'll cut to Baxter, yeah. I haven't given you enough time.
Good Baxter is running, and as for one, you hear Bad Baxter going, wait, get him! As Good Baxter's running, he hears a very familiar noise to Secret, even though she isn't here. And that is, of course, as boxes invisibly get knocked around by something invisible, and he goes, "Oh no, not this!" Okay, workshop. He says we'll turn, like doing a slide stop.
Yeah,
it bursts in.
Yeah, as a blast door is going down.
Open the blast doors! Open the blast doors!
Yeah.
He closing the blast doors to the workshop and going, "Okay, I have time." As he hears like
lockdown complete. You just hear over the PA.
Okay, that gives me time though.
Okay, where is it? He sees like something draped in like sheets. He pulls it off.
Okay, thank God. Oh, thank God I keep it obviously here. Oh God, luckily I'm orderly and I don't keep things in a bag. Okay.
Yep.
Throwing stuff off of it and just going, okay, what elevator? I can't remember. Oh God, my brain.
The power flickers throughout the facility for a moment as there's a loud lightning crack.
Okay, what elevator led to Midnight City? Okay. Wait, like he looks and it's like, okay, maybe this has a little bit of dosage of radiation. Should I just hit myself with it? No, I have to maybe okay, I can't be assist if I'm not supered up. He like, it's like a large needle machine pretty much.
Yep.
And he like there's these little holders that hold your arm in for the large needle.
Yep.
But he's just like, okay, this is gonna hurt. As he turns it on, and he's like, I haven't even tested this out. Oh, this is gonna suck. As the large needle stabs his arm. Ow!
Yep. And then the power goes.
Okay.
It is pitch black in this room.
Well, it luckily by then it already interjected the juice.
Yep. But the entire underhub is offline now.
In the background, you could hear Bad Baxter cussing.
Yep.
And meanwhile,
and you just look at that. You just see on the monitor, by the way, Pierce, like the monitor that controls the box or the wrist thing on your wrist that monitors the shields, just flickers out.
Bad Baxter turns to the big electric dude and the small one and goes,
get to the backup generators and power them back on.
But what if we power off?
You're literally walking batteries. You have enough electricity to power a city for a full week. Go!
As those two blip away.
Okay, it's fine.
Meanwhile, the storm has made itself inland.
This is starting to grind my gears.
Ooh,
and
nice
Pierce,
roll of the R.
Pierce, as you're looking up, you can see that there's definitely a figure in that storm. It's another crack of lightning. And it's moving its hands like this.
Oh, that's not going to be good.
This is all really getting vexing. You know what? Fine.
He says we're looking to him slots and the rest of the others.
You all, we're gonna have to. I imagine this storm, to my suspicions, is not normal. Speeding up.
People on the news outlets are now categorizing it as a new category storm. Category 6.
You guys, you better get out and fix it.
But the storm's gonna blow us away.
You wanted to help, didn't you? Go!
Wind speeds are estimated to be up to 800 to 900 miles per hour.
Okay, that's fine.
Capable of ripping flesh off bodies.
Either way,
Oh Lord.
horrid. Either way, good me is in there having fun, and my electric boys are gonna be at least getting the power back on temporarily. I'm going to have to take things to my own hands. He says while angrily walking off.
Yep.
You know, Good Baxter's like, oh, look, I'm back to normal, I think. I can't tell, I can't see.
You're fumbling
Usually-
around looking for things,
Yeah.
a flashlight or something.
He grabs something, he like pushes it, and it's like one of those little spider drone things he has, but like because it's a little light on top glows. Okay, this is like worse than a glow stick, but this will work. Oh,
And
look, sure.
Yep. And we're gonna cut to Jess. Jess, you there?
Okie
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, you were where exactly? Sorry, my brain's all foggy.
She was trying to get people to
Yep.
safety.
Safety. Yeah, you're at the gates to Midnight City, but the blast doors have already gone down.
The detective is waiting outside, just going, I'll let people in.
Yep.
What?
She's a wolf form. There's a wolf standing out at the gates.
Wait, is that? Oh my god! What happened to you? Oh god. I guess I could, let you in, but I need to get these other people in. Give me a second. He says, "Well, grabbing." He grabs some people's arms, and you see him and turn into a shadow with them, and they slink somewhere, and he slinks back.
There's
turn
another
back on.
crack of lightning, and you look up. You do see that there's a silhouette of something or someone in that cloud up there.
Oh god. Okay.
She looks up, and Jesse looks up and just.
Okay, that's like. Calm down. Okay, that's like everyone. Everyone else that hasn't gotten here is in Dr. S's area, as I'm told.
Mhm.
The power is being really shoddy, but we have a backup generator in each of the Park Guardians areas. I think so, at least. Okay, you come with me. He says, well, picking you up, like how you would pick up a dog and just...
She just goes...
shadow forming with you, and it's very weird to be turned into a shadow.
Yeah.
But he brings you inside. Okay. That should be everything.
It's inside the arcade. Like people are trying to like calm themselves by playing the video games even though there's no power.
Yeah. You could see I forgot what the name of that one Park Guardian, the speedy electricity one.
Oh,
I remember that by
Shockwave or something.
Megawatt.
Megawatt, yeah, is there.
You
He's
see
charging
Megawatt. It's
some
like-
of them some of the games to keep some of the kids
He's on
occupied.
he's on like a hamster wheel that powers up everything, and he's been going for God who knows how long.
Yeah, just to keep some of the arcade machines active for the kids. Calm them down.
Okay, things have gotten really stressful. Either way, Dr. S has told me that everyone else that isn't here at least should be in his area.
Yep. And there's like on one of the TV monitors, an F5 tornado has formed over the parks near Megaton Tower.
This is getting really concerning. The shields, as I've been told, have completely shut down, and it seems the power has gone out. Of course.
Jess
At that
is
exact moment, you hear emergency
Jess is-
power restored.
Yeah, just walks over and starts scratching at the blast door. Very, very like determined.
What do you want to go outside? You nod. Are you nodding or something? 'Cause you
Yeah,
can't-
she's nodding and.
Okay, then fine. He says, "Well, shadow forming and taking you outside, and then shadow forming back inside because he's not strong enough to handle that."
Yep, hail the size of large tennis balls are now falling from the sky.
Also, I like
Oh,
to.
that's not good.
I think
Mhm.
the power probably came on because the electric boys have done their thing now.
Yeah, the emergency power is on throughout the park, but it's not enough to power the shields.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
So-
electric boys are there. Yeah.
So basically, she is going to play a wolf and use her agility to try and dodge between hailstones and make
Yep.
it towards the tower.
Yep.
And just to signal her coming, she's gonna howl the entire way. Just.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. And Lip is over at the with Pierce, still dangling from the rope.
The construction bots are getting you closer
Yeah.
to back to the protection of the shield, but like with a little giant black disc shield.
Yep.
It's definitely taking them effort. You actually see there's like little pins
Mhm.
things that like anchor them to the ground, have engaged so they
Yeah.
don't get pulled.
There's also a large tsunami wave making its way towards you guys from the shore.
Ooh.
It's a 10-footer.
I'm not sure there's anything I can do about that.
Harper just looks and is like, "Oh, snap, snap! This is gonna hurt."
The construction bots give one more heave ho.
As you are brought up over the lip of the railing on into the parks.
Cool. I'll make sure
What-
Harper's pulled up too and safe.
Yep. Yep.
The large disc shield grounds itself even more, or as you see little energy shield parts of it engage.
Yeah, there are multiple lightning bolts being thrown your way now.
Oh, on the shield robot.
Yeah.
If I can get close enough to touch the shield robot, I'm gonna put my warding bond on it.
Okay.
What's your AC?
Oh, yeah? My AC?
Yes. Does an 11 hit?
No, my AC is 16 right now.
All right, yeah. So
my
a
armor's
lightning
powered, but it still protects me.
Yeah, fair enough. So a lightning bolt, like from the clouds to the ground, strikes you right next, like inches from your foot, as you're backpedaling away.
Ooh. But it keeps me from getting close to the robot.
You're close to the robot. I let you touch the robot.
Okay.
But that's just a warning sign that something's attacking you.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take cover behind the shield robot and then also ward it and try to get Harper back here too.
Yeah, Harper is there behind you, and he says, "There's definitely someone up there in that storm." He says, "Did you see that?"
Yeah, I did. Yep. I'm hoping the robot can protect us with me enhancing it. With the bond up, the robot does get a +1 to his AC and his saving
Okay.
throws.
Cool. So the robot's
And
gonna have.
half the damage goes to me.
Okay, so the robot is gonna have to take. So I did sleep well last night, guys.
Yeah, fair enough.
So because I was setting up for this, but that's good. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna the robot Harley, you're gonna have to roll a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage. Because there's going to be not only a tornado, but hail and lightning bolts coming your way.
A large shield bot, its entire thing is just sitting there and trying to eat the shots as much as it can.
So I'm gonna roll because you are declaring that you're not blocking, right? Because these are auto hits, unfortunately, because you're so close to them.
Its entire function is
Yeah.
to protect, so that's what it's trying to do.
So I'm gonna be rolling a decent amount of damage.
Yeah.
So
I'll be sharing that damage.
takes 6 points of damage.
Okay. Is
Half. That's full amount of damage. So you take half. So you take 3, but the bot
Okay,
takes
and then-
3 too.
So I take 3 and the bot takes 3.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And some of the lightning like bolts down to me
Yeah.
around the shield.
Mm-hmm.
The thing
And the
about
robot's armor is being pelted by like these now baseball-sized hailstones.
Like it's being supported by its shield that I would consider probably as like extra health almost.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
shield keeps it from taking anything too bad.
Yeah. So yep. And then we're gonna cut back to Jess in the storm. You're making your way to the Megaton Tower, and there you see this like person emerge from the clouds, just come down like over the top of Megaton Tower and just lightning bolt the thing repeatedly from the sky.
Yep. She's going to get up as fast as she can towards the
Mhm.
tower and start barking at the dang thing,
Yeah.
challenging it.
It looks down at you, and just looks down at you, scoffs, and you can tell this is a woman of some kind. And her hair is like blonde, white, like white blonde, and like she doesn't look exactly like a lightning bolt, but like she has this weird looking kind of like uniform on. So she is definitely a superpowered entity or being, but I don't think her intentions are good. From what's
Nope.
going on right now. And she just looks at you, scoffs, and returns back to working on the tower, trying to supercharge it. Alright.
Oh boy.
Ella,
oh boy.
you are in, well, I should say secret. And actually, I should
Mhm.
switch this screen. Give me a moment. So everyone's
Please.
powered up. Secret, you are in the, hotel, and, like, you can see that there's, like, the power just went out, everyone's panicking,
Mhm.
and, like,
Alright.
Yep.
Nobody panic.
and you can
Right?
hear, like, the alarms going off and stuff like that throughout the only things that are flashing are, like, the emergency strobes.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Can she hear the storm?
Yes, it is very loud.
Okay.
And you're up against the wall, like, there's just, like, maybe a room and a concrete wall separating you from
Mm,
the outside.
right. So she is going to. Which room is it?
It is a small guest room.
It doesn't have windows.
All these top floor rooms have windows, yes.
Okay. So she's going to go into the. She looks at the elevator right back.
Yep.
Stay put. Don't move, and do not be scared. We will all pull through this. She gets up.
Yep. Goes to the
She
door.
goes to the door. She opens it. What
Yep.
does she see outside?
There is there's apparently the glass reinforced window that's like plexiglass
Mm-hmm.
is there.
Mm-hmm.
That's for the with the blinds and stuff like that there.
Yes.
The windows are rattling back and forth like violently as you
Mhm.
approach, and the TV's like flickering a little bit and stuff like that.
Right.
But it looks like nothing's gotten into the room yet.
Does she see anybody in the storm?
There's a flash of light,
Mm.
and then off in the distance near Megaton, you do see the very faint image of what might be a person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Waiting for my turn again. I mean.
Give me just a moment. I'll be with
Yep.
you. Go ahead.
Can she? It's her perception is not good, but
Yep.
she's gonna try.
Go ahead. What are you gonna do?
She's gonna try to perceive the person.
Okay.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay. Give me just a second. There, I'm just pulling something up. This is, where was it? Hold on, I'm looking for the, what's the name? Okay. This was, this is actually Michelle Rose.
Oh.
Then she looks identical to Jess.
Yep.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. She immediately pushes her communications and tries to find Jess.
There's just so much crackling, the comms are out. I'm applying that as a scene effect.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
And there's pelting on the window. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
Dexterity saving throw?
Yes, please.
Okay, give me a second.
Mm-hmm. I will also take an athletics check.
Yeah, athletics is not gonna hit. That's not gonna happen.
Fair enough.
That is an 18.
You can see it coming as these like now basketball-sized hailstones are smashing through the outside of like the decking. One of them smashes through the window, and it's like a slow motion scene where like you're just like backing up from the window as you saw this like flash of light, and then this person.
Mm-hmm.
This
Does the person see me?
no, they don't. They're like this tiny little speck off in the distance.
Okay.
And there's this flash of light. The window shatters in. And this is plexiglass, so this stuff's strong, but this storm is stronger.
Right.
And this giant hailstone hits you in the chest and pushes you back as the glass goes flying towards you.
You let go of Scoopy because you were holding Scoopy the
Yeah,
whole time.
and these balls start rolling towards the outside.
You see the lights start flickering as you see the balls trying to move back together as you see.
As the wind is
your
howling
Scoopy
and roaring
growling.
in you.
And she will immediately go over and pick up the balls and run back into the
Yep.
the hallway.
Yeah.
That is what she's doing. She
Yep.
has seen the person. She has gone, oh crap, and tried to communicate to the one person that
Yep.
might make a difference.
Yep. And we are going to cut back to Jess.
You mean now Baxter? Okay.
Okay, well, we'll get to Baxter after Jess. So, Jess,
My
you are
brains
still
big.
still barking at this entity.
Bark.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
There is a ladder, a very metal ladder that goes up the side of Megaton that you could climb if you wanted to.
As a
Or try.
dog, that's going to be interesting.
I'm giving her the option. You also can untransform if you so desire.
yeah, that's she's kind of yeah, she'll try to
Yep.
shift back and then take off.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw. Because this is a lot of energy. I'm applying the same effect that I do for Secret to you, because this is like you're trying to concentrate and turn yourself back.
16.
You succeed. So yeah, you change back into human form, and you start climbing up the tower. I'm assuming.
Yeah. If her wings aren't appeared yet, then yes.
Your wings aren't appeared yet. So yeah, climbing the tower, and now we cut back to Baxter.
Yay. Good Baxter starts thinking and just shouting to Bad Baxter, "You can help, you know!" And as Bad Baxter does hear this, even if he's far away, because his ear twitches a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But he starts thinking as he's walking over. He's going to the electric bullet that I've decided are called Thunder and Bolt.
Mm-hmm.
But as he walks over to them, he kind of just twitches a little bit. And the white cracks on his hands start growing a little bit. Fine. He looks at like his like little arm like screen that's like glitching out really bad. And it's just showing stuff about like Megaton Tower being damaged.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks at Thunder and Bolt. You know what? Fine. You two. They both turn. What? We're trying to do this. You both look like you're low in power. They nod. Outside is a lot of lightning, especially on Megaton Tower. Go charge up, he says with a little grin, but like it's a very annoyed looking look.
Yep.
They nod and they blip.
Yep. And we cut to myself and Diamond Ace. We are now huddled like in the open on the boardwalk as this cloud with a person just floats over our head, and then moves to Megaton, and then you see lightning bolting. And we need to.
They're not attacking us now.
But then there's another flash of light, and you see there's not just one, but two entities.
No!
This is Natalie Rose up in the air.
Oh Jesus.
Yep.
It's gonna be a regular family reunion.
Mm-hmm. And rising up out of the water, now it's a family reunion. This is weird.
Dad.
Is Dad, yeah.
No,
Michael
no,
Rose
no.
is this like fish-looking creature.
Luckily for me, I have no family, so I don't have to have any family reunions.
Also, I don't think Ace knows who these people are, so for him it's just
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yep. As
it's
this
a woman and a fish
uh,
guy.
this fish guy just like literally leaps onto the thing and starts approaching you, like kind of like licking its lips,
The
gnashing its
constru-
teeth.
Okay, that
construction
doesn't
bots are
seem
like are actually getting pretty far on the repairs. You see little repair drones pop out of them, trying to do what you couldn't. And meanwhile, after
And you
punch
know,
the slide.
on your wrist, you just hear Ace, very faintly. Node repair is 92% complete.
After Punchline feels like the antenna has been locked in, as he kind of like lightly lets go and seeing, is it moving? It's not moving. He shrugs. He cracks knuckles. Once again with the greatest and mightiest.
Yep. And then there's a loud clap of thunder, and the lightning bolt hits the node and powers it up, apparently.
Oh, good. I picture it arcing across the wrench and going into the power cell.
Yep. mhm.
The construction bots put the raise their hands into the air like they're cheering.
Yep. And then
Just
the shield goes. But here's the thing: the shark is now inside the shield,
Yeah.
and so are the other two entities.
Well, at least the shield's up. I mean, we got that going for us.
I imagine the
Yep.
shield actually would dampen the weather effects at least.
Yeah, the
for in turn.
what used to be basketball size hail are now back down to tennis ball size.
Okay, I'll take
Yep.
it.
Like the shields are at least mitigating the weather, and that's probably
Yep.
annoying for them, for the
Yep.
enemies.
Yep. I'm applying that as an attribute to their abilities. Defect.
But we're still depowered, I believe, right?
No, we're not. Everyone's
Oh,
powered.
we are repowered. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure
Mhm.
if that happened yet.
Yeah.
That affected
Yeah.
everybody.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
The only one who's
Um,
not fully powered is Jess, but we're gonna get to that in a few moments.
Okay. So I can switch back to my normal sheet. I assume like
Yes.
damage carries over and
Yes.
such.
Yes.
Okay.
Punchline pointing at the shark guy. Hey, like I'm gonna I'm gonna make you a joke.
Yep. And the shark just looks at Punchline, licks its lips, and charges at Punchline.
And
Yep.
punchline
Yep,
as the giant mech charges. It's gonna be hilarious and
Yep.
terrifying.
All right. Let's see. Right. It's going to be a. It's gonna attack first, so it has a much higher AC than I think Punchline does. What's its? Just a 23 hit Punchline.
A 23? Yeah, it's gonna hit punchline.
All right.
How much
Punchline is going to get a mighty bite out of his metal armor.
Oh no.
Give me a moment. I need to. Take 9 damage for Punchline. As this, you see the shark creature just like bite into the metal, take a huge chunk of the armor off, and just consume it.
Punchline doesn't seem that phased actually,
Mm,
mainly because that barely did any damage to him.
yeah,
Because he has a lot of health, for obvious
fair
reasons.
enough. Yeah.
Well, it probably looked pretty visually spectacular to me. And
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa! But Punchline lets out this robotic, almost laughing noise as it's his turn.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay, we're going to hope that this is gonna work out
Mm-hmm.
for me. We're gonna hope.
Mm-hmm.
How does a 26 land?
That hits.
Okay, now damage time. I imagine because this is a big metal fist, it's gonna be pretty chunky damage-wise.
Yep.
16 damage.
60 damage. Yeah, it's still up, but
Yeah.
let me just see how much damage he has on him. Yep. He's okay.
It does throw him a bit.
Yep.
Maybe even right next to the shield for a second.
Yeah, up against the shield, and you can just see his tail being singed by the incineration setting.
Just showing that Punchline should not be messed around with.
Yep. And yeah. Now we're gonna cut to Jess.
Mm-hmm.
You're halfway up the tower, and lightning bolts are being chucked your way. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
And just let me know what your AC is. It's gonna be
Dex
Dear.
Dex save is 19.
Yeah, dear.
AC is 15.
Does a 19 hit you? Yes, it does.
Mhm.
So yep. You're gonna take 1, 2, plus its lightning ability. Take 7 damage, but now your wings are starting to pop out.
Okay. She's.
Mhm.
I'm assuming I can't fly just yet.
Not yet, but your wings are starting to grow.
Cool. As she's as she is climbing, she is going to use the light that her sister is putting off to heal herself as she climbs.
Okay.
Casting Cure Wounds at level 2.
Yep.
And yeah.
Okay. Yep. And you just see your sister just kind of like every lightning strike she's just cackling, but like the cackling is like so soft that like you can't hear it because of the howl of the wind.
Imagine on Megaton Tower, sparks start showing up where the
Yep.
blip is about to happen.
Yep. And you just see on your wrist, Baxter, both Baxters actually see this.
Mhm.
There is a readout that's saying that the tower is charging up for a pulse.
That's no good. Probably. But that's why we got the guys that absorb electricity.
Yep.
Almost
And the pulse
unfeeling.
energy is already at 60% capacity.
Bad Baxter practically shouting in the Thunderbolt's ears. It's like, teleport there faster. You're gonna need to absorb a lot of energy.
You can't get to
Okay.
the generator room.
No, you don't have to get to the generator room. Absorb all the electricity hitting the damn tower to start with. If you have to, pull out wires. I don't care if you destroy the Megaton Tower by this point. It's just cursed.
Yeah.
You're apporting all. You know what? Watch this. Apporting everyone, showstoppers and all. Destroy the Megaton Tower, damn it!
And I can't simulate it, but all of his showstoppers going, okay.
Yep. As this tower is now being electrified in the center of the storm, there are like 5 tornadoes around it.
Of course.
Yep.
But
And-
of course, showstopper time. I get my showstoppers one way or
Yep,
another. Damn it.
exactly. Go ahead. That's
But,
rising from these like platforms, like from the surface.
Like
surface.
Thunderbolt show up on a platform just for a second, just to teleport on top of the tower. Or I forgot what the Reaper was called. Jin, I think.
Mhm.
Appears and immediately starting to cut away at the bottom of the tower.
And you just hear like warning bells and stuff like that, like on your wrist,
Yeah.
like integrity compromised.
Slots just goes, oh, this is gonna be fun. It starts throwing coins at all of the bases of the tower and starts rolling for something on his slots.
Yep. As like
and
middle.
the invisible one starts mindlessly just tearing at things.
Yep.
Just horrible.
Yep.
But yeah, Thunder and Bolt get up, and Thunder raises his because he's the big one. He raises
Yep.
his hands up, starting to absorb electricity.
Yep.
As it comes in.
And then you just hear like this entity say, "No, I need reinforcements."
And
And-
then yeah.
There's another cloud with the mother coming in.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Thunder just go. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out a good voice.
You
to
good?
play.
Good. Yeah. Take your time. While you're doing that, I'm gonna quickly cut to myself and Ace.
No Zappy, please.
Ace,
yeah.
you and I are there, and the shark is now turned on us.
Yeah.
Is making its way to take a massive chomp out of us.
Oh.
The
Harper's
construction
like still holding you like this. It's like, I don't want to be shark bait, please. He's in a little bit of a panic.
Okay. All right. I'm going to. I know.
Yep.
I'm going to pull out my grease gun and splorch grease on the ground between us and the shark.
All right. And that's automatic, or is that do you have to roll for that?
Well, so
I
let's see.
I'm trying to
I
remember.
cover it. So I cover a 10-foot square in front of
Yep.
us.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to
Make it difficult terrain. I know that much.
Yeah, it's Dex 14 to not slip when you enter the area.
Okay, let me see what because he is
Yeah, if
moving
you
into
enter-
the area.
Yeah, if you enter the area or you end your turn in the area, you may have to make the Dex save or fall prone.
16. He manages to like his webbed feet just kind of like
Ooh.
manage to somehow skid himself towards you, closer towards you. He's now within grapple range,
Ugh.
but that is the end of his turn.
Okay.
Your turn, Ace.
Yeah, I think I'm desperate enough. I'm gonna pull out my hammer.
Yep.
And I'm gonna take 2 swings because I have 2 attacks now.
Yep.
Boom, boom.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Which action is this? There we go.
Yep.
Actually, I'll do a. I hate to do this, but I'll do a dagger. It's gonna
Okay.
cut us pretty bad.
Yep.
I'm slightly better at that, so.
Yeah.
So I pull out like a utility knife.
Yep.
And is it rolling or is it not?
I do not know.
Hang on. I think I'm on the wrong sheet. That's why. All right. There we go.
Yep.
That's working.
Yep. All right.
I rolled a natural 1.
The wind is so fierce that I'm gonna say this just because my character is there. You stab Harper.
Ooh.
That's actually a really funny noise. Ooh.
And now there's a knife
Ooh.
sticking in the shoulder of Harper.
For 5 damage.
Oh,
I think Slot's magical effects are affecting you from way over here. How's that possible? You're really unfortunate right now.
I'll wince at him and I'll say sorry, and I'll use my other attack to whip my hammer at the shark.
Yeah, roll to hit.
Since my dagger is stuck in my friend.
Yes. Don't worry, I'll hold on to it for you.
Oh God.
I'll maybe wait until I can do a cure wounds before I'll pull it out. Just all
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 7 to hit, so I probably missed.
Yes, you did. The hammer goes spinning out like off into the distance, just hits breaks some glass and flies into a nearby building, and you just hear some screaming.
Sorry.
Yep. And now it is back to Shark's
Yeah,
turn.
That's gonna be my turn.
Well, remember, punchline and the
Oh,
three
yeah,
the
punchline,
three or
go
so
ahead.
construction robots are there.
Yep.
But
Well,
punch.
Go ahead, punchline.
Punchline's like round 2, motherfucker.
Yep. Warning. Megaton Tower integrity is at 50%.
And also, technically, because Shark Dude's not facing him anymore, it's not an opportunity of attack.
Yeah, exactly.
So you fool. You poor, miserable fool.
I mean, these baddies are not the brightest tools in the shed, but
Yeah.
they do
How
pack a
does
beefy punch.
How does 17 hit?
Close but no cigar.
Damn. He does catch Shark Dude off guard with a almost near like stomp.
Yeah, as the shark just kind of sidesteps.
And I'm actually going to see how the construction robots would do.
Go
'cause
ahead.
There's 3 of them.
Yep.
I was going to have 4 of them, but I'll be more reasonable.
Yep.
Okay. They're all going to... They pull out their bolt guns and start firing, and they all miss because 6, 1, and 11 doesn't hit.
Nope.
They're like bolt guns. They're like freaking like nail guns. They're not meant to really hit anything. They're not meant to be guns.
All right, now it's turn. It is going to try and grab Harper out of your arms. All right, let me see if it can do that first because it is a grapple check. And its strength, which is nope. Harper's clinging to you for dear life.
He's holding you like a teddy bear.
Yep. Yep.
I can't blame
This is mine. You can't have it.
Yep.
I don't care if it's considered sharing.
We're gonna cut to Jess. Jess, you are now at the top of the tower, and you are in pretty much like 10 feet proximity to this woman who you call your sister.
Yeah, and you see Thunder and Bolt sitting there absorbing all the
Yep.
electricity strikes. As I imagine the tower's starting to shake now.
It is
From
shaking violently, and like you can hear like groaning of metal.
Yeah. She'll
You're on the catwalk, by the way, that's ringing the top of the tower.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, you're really taking this evil twin thing to a whole new level.
She just
Much
winks.
zap.
She winks at you with a lightning bolt kind of like going across her wing. And she doesn't say anything. She's more concentrating on stuff like that.
You do know the guy you work for is gonna go down, right? And
You just see her like look at you and just fire a lightning bolt your way. At your feet as a warning shot. I will roll for that because that is an attack.
Like the lightning bolt, well, if it does, I like the idea. It is weakened because it's the radius of thunder.
Oops, I did that. Exclamation mark. 10 doesn't hit you, right?
no.
You're good. Yeah, it just like arcs across the metal grating and shocks you a little bit, but you take no damage because your suit is somewhat
Presently
protected.
shockproof.
Surprisingly,
Yeah.
the thunder is
Yeah.
using Bolt as a extra conductor if lightning is too hard
Yep.
to reach from certain ranges.
Yep.
So he's just
Mhm.
whipping Bolt to like get Bolt struck by the lightning so he
Yep.
can get the energy.
Mhm. Yep.
And it's
She-
really annoying for the enemy.
She is going to sigh very sadly and say, well, if you survive this, I hope you forgive me. And she'll close her eyes for a moment, and when she opens them, they will be like nighttime silver, and she is going to blast her with Moonbeam.
Okay.
Moonbeam.
Roll to hit.
She has to make a con save.
Con save of what?
DC 14.
Nope, she fails that horribly.
Then
Not a critical fail, but a horrible fail.
She takes 18 damage.
18 damage.
And that beam stays there. So every time she stays in it, she's gonna take damage.
Yeah, she is not looking too hot, and she's like almost down on one knee, and like you can see the lightning energy just slowly subsiding, and you notice the entire storm around her is slowly dying.
Yeah.
Getting less intense.
Thunder seeing a little bit of electricity just going sucking out with a straw practically.
Yep.
Just like give me.
Ella, you are Secret, sorry. You are in the building. The building's foundations is starting to crack slightly. You can hear like some of the walls starting to shake in the storm. and people are starting to scream and panic inside. What do you do? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you're the building is starting to lose its integrity. The building you're in.
All right, we're gonna have to go down the stairs. We cannot take the elevators. Follow me. And she runs for the stairs.
Yep.
The orbs
And
of
at
Scoopy
this-
are moving your arms.
Yep. At the stairs, there is another person when you open
Who
the
is
door.
this? Who is this?
This is, unfortunately... Give me a moment to pull it up. This is, Don Roberts.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Secret, your, friend.
Oh no.
And he is the big muscly, like, Hulk-looking dude, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And
Scoopy
he
starts
is...
growling.
He's blocking your path. And he says, hello, Secret. But like a really, really deep, deep gruff, like almost dishuman voice, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't do the voice because I can't go that low, so... But yeah.
Secret looks at this person. The building is falling. We need to get these people out.
I know it is falling. And you will be with the rubble.
Oh.
Goodbye,
No will
Secret.
No will you. No.
You feel Scoopy starting to get cold in your hands. The orbs are starting to chill.
Yep.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And frost is starting to build.
As he's like literally smashing walls and girders and stuff like that. Trying to
You feel
destroy
Scoop-
the structural integrity.
She is going to look down at Scoopy that she's holding in her hands. That the people are behind her, right?
Yep. They're stopping as they're like backing up because they know that there's danger ahead.
And she looks at them and she goes, "Stay in the hallway. Close the door. I will handle this. Do not open the door for anyone except me. Do you understand?"
Some of them nod and like there's just a slowly closing the door. Click.
Click.
Yeah.
Scoopy's starting to become too hard to hold.
Yeah, he's slippery now.
And well,
really
it's
cool.
it's really cold, so she carefully puts down the
Orbs.
orbs at this point.
Little sprout, little like things open up as you see it starts shooting ice cream out.
Yeah, she
you
kind of
see-
figured that, but that was the reason why she was holding it for so long, so that
Yeah.
it could get that cold, so she could put it down. And yep.
You see
She-
the form of Scoopy starting to turn into its wolf form right in front of you.
Yep. And
Good boy, Scoopy. And she is going to attack. She's going to use her rapier.
all right. Roll the hit.
Let's see here. Hang on a second.
Go ahead, take your time.
No. She's going to use insightful fighting.
Ooh. What's that do?
As a bonus action, I can make an insight check against the creature that I can see that isn't incapacitated. This person is incapacitated. Contested by the target's deception check. If I succeed, I can use my sneak attack against that target, even if I don't have advantage on the attack roll.
Okay.
If not, I have advantage on it for approximately 1 minute or until I use this feature against a different target. So.
Yep. I have to roll my deception check.
And I have to roll my investigation.
All right, roll your investigation.
That is a 25.
All right. Yeah, you succeed.
Thank you.
He fails horribly.
I bet he did.
If you want to know the dice roll, he got a 6.
Oh God. All right.
That's
I have
with
to roll
his
the-
modifier.
Yeah, now I have to roll to hit.
Yeah. The dice are not liking my baddies today.
Well, that's fine. Let's see. I am. That is a 17. Does that hit?
Yes.
Okay. Now I have to pull out more dice.
When the player starts pulling out more dice, the GM starts quivering in his boots.
Hmm.
I'll have to pull out the
amount of d6s.
Well, I only had to pull out 3 d6s, but I also have to pull out a d8 as well.
Mm.
And I had all these things all nicely.
Hey, STA. Yeah, we have a literal storm to deal with right now in our game. So yeah, and they're fighting it on all metaphorical and like logical fronts.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Okay, so that is 6. 10 plus 6, that's 16 plus 4. That is 20 points of piercing damage.
How do you want to do this?
Wait, he didn't have that many hit points?
No, he's a minor character. Minor baddie.
Oh.
And he also didn't get healed during the last battle.
Ah.
So, yeah.
Well, she's not intentionally trying to kill him. She's intentionally trying to knock him out, but we'll go with it.
Yeah.
If you want,
I mean, you can make it non-lethal. I'll say that much. You
Yeah.
can make it non-lethal and just knock him out.
She'll make it non-lethal. She takes her rapier and hits him at just the right spot where he goes down.
Yep.
And gets knocked out.
He just crumples to his knees and like a giant Hulk just pitches forward onto the stairs and just goes down the stairs to the end of the landing.
Baxter's radiation extraction device will be very useful.
Yep.
She looks over at Scoopy, who's now probably in wolf form at this point.
Yeah, it lets out a very surprisingly loud bark. It's still very distorted. You can tell it can barely even stand. Like its orbs are not ready to be functioning.
Yep.
Okay. Scoopy, can you keep an eye on him and make sure that he doesn't wake up?
It nods while it pretty much. It's like makes like ice things that will keep him pinned down.
Yep.
Thank you. She goes back, she knocks on the door. It's me! It's Secret! Open the door!
They open the door, and half the building is now gone. Like, the upper half of the building's gone, as you see
Are
people
the people
clinging.
still there?
They are running towards you as the wind is howling and trying to blow them away.
Come on! I've knocked out the thing. Everybody, go down to the first floor. Find an interior hallway and stay there.
Yep. And they run past you. There's about maybe 2 of them who don't make it as they're blown into the wind and left to whatever happens, but unfortunately
I kind of figured that.
it's only 2. I rolled a d20, so there were 20 people in that party. Only
Could've
2
been
of them.
worse.
Yeah. You're lucky.
You're lucky.
All right, so now we're gonna cut to Jess again.
I think it's really just Jess and the Showstoppers in general.
Yeah, Jess and the Showstoppers. So yeah.
That sounds like a movie. I would watch that.
So Jess, you are looking at it, and the mother is now moved into assist, and like on your left, behind you, and you just hear like the clattering of like her feet, her high heels touching the metal grating. She says, "Oh, daughter, I am so happy you could join us. It's gonna be a really shocking experience for you, isn't it?"
A lot of zap, Thunder just says, and then interjecting in random.
Well,
hush you, as she shoots a lightning bolt at it.
It just immediately disappears as it gets too close.
You would think, but see, one thing the military taught me: to be resourceful, and she slams her hands down and finishes collapsing the tower with earth tremor.
Oh, of course. I'm gonna say
The
that's
the
perfectly
metal
fine.
grating underneath her is gonna open up and she's gonna fall, but we'll see if that happens first.
Yeah,
Is this
I'm
an
gonna say that's
automatic
also-
attack, or is this like you have to roll a hit?
It's automatic attack.
Okay.
Whatever I'm using it on has to
Yeah.
roll a DC 14 deck save.
All right,
Mhm.
she's gonna have to roll, and yep.
Mhm.
So I have to roll 2.
Mhm.
Or just one.
I'll wait.
Plus her dex, which is lightning base, so that's that. She fails, but now it's
Oh,
his
no.
turn. What was the DC save?
14.
He makes it. He clings onto the side of the. Actually, he actually gets onto his cloud and floats like above the tower as it's falling.
I will say this is perfectly timed with what Slot does.
Yep.
And that is like it zooms into, or just gonna take the camera and zoom into his face of like the 4 slot things, and
Yep.
they all slot to an explosion icon, and he goes, "Oh, boom!" And all the coins that he placed inside the Megaton Tower.
There's a massive eruption below you, Jess, as your footing is lost, and you are clinging onto the railing as the railing breaks away from the tower, and the tower is going like down like that.
Yep.
You see, Mhm.
Sorry, her next move is to pray to the high and mighty that her wings are developed enough, and she's going to kick herself away from the tower.
Yep. By the way, I just rolled a d20 for a threat. That tower is making its way and its fall straight towards the shelter of the Shadow City and the Nexus.
it's not that close, is it?
It's kind of close. It will nick the edge,
No, it'll
the
nick
top,
the
of
edge.
the top of the tower. If it doesn't make it like if you don't divert the tower away from it.
Yeah. Thunder and bolts go with the tower. Just whee!
Yep. And yes, your wings are developed. You break away, but like there's just cackling and stuff like that from above as your father just your mother just laughs. Not what mother, sister. You know what I mean. Mother's falling, sister's up in the cloud.
Yep.
Your father's
Sister's
somewhere.
sister's about to take another blast of moonbeam because she's still in it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. So she has
Just
to
like,
roll
"Ah,
a
you
dexterity saving throw.
Con save.
Con save. Ooh, this is not good for her.
DC 14.
What is that roll? Oh god. Yep. Let's see, what is her HP? How much damage?
15.
She's okay. She's still up, but like she's yeah. A lot of lightning is crackling around her and stuff like that, and like energy.
Yeah, and I mean the next move after that is to help her mother to the ground violently.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me help you.
Yeah. And there's a loud crack of thunder as the woman on the cloud, your sister, is gonna say, "All right, sis, let's finish this." As she aims as her minor, and she's going to throw a lightning storm attack at you.
Okay.
I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw. DC 18.
How does a 25 hit you?
Damn.
I think that hits them right between the eyes.
Yep.
A little bit.
All right. So yeah, she just throws this like massive lightning strike at you, and instead of hitting you, she hits everything but you. And she just starts swearing under her breath.
The air is my domain, sister. You're just borrowing it for a time.
Damn.
Nice. I love it.
Mm-hmm. And
So,
yep.
yeah.
That's her turn. Her turn. As you still see her.
Oh yeah, no. She's gonna Raiden tackle the mom into the ground.
Oh, okay. You're gonna like pile drive her into the gutter.
The storm is dying, I imagine.
Yeah, like it's just like it's now like just a category 2.
Like I imagine, like as the building is falling, the large disc that was protecting you two, actually realizes, and you pretty much see like it turn a little bit, and all of a sudden it launches.
Yep.
To go and stop that. It seems like there's only one of these right now.
Yep. By the way, the reactor underneath the Megaton Tower has been exposed.
That's unfortunate, but this.
And it's raining, and lightning and storming, and that reactor is exposed. So have fun.
Oh, of course. I imagine it's already getting taken care of. Don't worry.
Yep. Maybe.
But imagine the disc is like flying over to the tower to knock it aside.
Yeah.
Just hit it. Just.
Yep. And Jess, you've made it down to the ground. As you hear this horrible, like, metal screeching sound off in the distance. And you look out the window, or what would be the window before you make it into, like, the inside of the main structure. You see the Megaton Tower just listing off in the distance.
Just falling.
Yep. And lightning bolts and stuff and little flashes of light up near the top, the tip.
And you see the large black disc in the distance racing over to push it.
Yep.
Push the tower.
Mm-hmm. What do you do? Keep moving, or?
Who are you? Are you talking to Secret or me?
Secret.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see all this in the distance.
I hope my friends are all right. I look down at Scoops.
Scoop looks at you.
Yep.
Like,
We need to move him as well.
Yeah.
You're not strong enough to move him, are you?
Scoop like looks at you with its tail wagging and looks down at who is it's holding and growls. Like its tail stops wagging and it looks back at you and it goes back to wagging.
Mm.
I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that as a kinda.
He weighs about 200 pounds of muscle.
He could probably lift that if he wasn't so weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is that sort of like even with the two of them, they're not going to be able to move him very easily.
Yeah. I mean, moving a Hulk is a hard task.
Yeah, but he's knocked out. Wouldn't he have reverted?
No.
No. But Scoop, thanks for.
It doesn't work like that in this universe.
So Scoop starts barking, and then you see a nearby drain get moved. As you see water come out, and then Overflow lifts out.
Overflow. Oh, I'm so glad that you're here. I've
nods.
knocked out this particular individual. I need to take him down to the first floor. Could you help?
It nods, and you see this water wrap around him.
There's cracking underneath your feet as the metal
And at
foundation.
that point, I look at Scoops and go, "Ready to run, boy."
Scoop nods and pretty much just like runs over to you and gets you onto its back.
And it runs with me on its back. I love it. A cat and a dog running.
A very cold
Love it,
dog.
love it, love
A
it.
cat riding a cold dog.
Yeah, a cat riding a cold dog.
Cool dog, if you will.
That would be some cool fan art.
Oh, that was terrible. Terrible.
I'm sorry.
Overflow
But it worked.
Yeah, it works.
Following you as you get to the first floor, and Overflow pretty much gets your attention and points.
Okay,
The
what am I looking?
the tower is now falling towards you guys.
Oh no.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Is it going to be falling right on top of us? Or is it going left or right?
The middle part, like not the middle part, but like this ring that surrounds the very top is making its way to fall towards you, and you can see scaffolding is falling off piece by piece.
Oh dear.
Overflow looks at Scoopy, and Scoopy nods. Overflow puts down who he's holding and shoots spires of water at it, hitting it,
Mhm.
and then Scoopy bites down into the water, freezing it.
Hopefully stopping the
Yeah.
the
There's a
building.
yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep. There's gonna be a large cracking of ice as this sheet of ice is basically preventing the forward momentum of this tower, which
Overflow
weighs
create-
about 7,000 tons.
Oh god. Overflow is like visibly shaking as it gestures for you to get everyone and go. As Overflow also gets the
Go
person
where? Go
Just out of the
where?
way.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, out of the way! That thing's falling.
Yeah, as you guys keep moving, Jess, you are up on the top. By the way, Ace, you're also now at the bottom of the tower. We've made our way back to the bottom of the tower. And there's this robot with lightning that's from Baxter, and you see Queen Bee up there fighting, and then you just see her flying straight towards the ground with some kind of person like ahead of her. Crackling lightning and stuff like that, and yeah. What do you do?
I mean, she is hopefully slamming her mom into the ground is enough to knock her out.
Yep.
Because if she can get them to Baxter, then perhaps that's
Yeah.
her goal anyway. And
by the way, the storm is now just a tropical depression.
Yep. And she will call Good Baxter for a robot pickup for her mom.
Mm-hmm.
You could try and
And
call.
Well,
Yep.
she hasn't hit the ground yet.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's about to.
Oh yeah, and
Mhm.
like I said, Jess is gonna make sure it sticks.
Mhm.
I like that. Make sure it sticks. One
So-
smoking freighter later.
Yeah, exactly. So once she does that and she is sure her mom is out, her next thing is as a bonus action, she's gonna mark her sister.
Give me just a
The
moment.
hunter's
After
mark.
after roll a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage for the mom because she's going to be plowed into the dirt.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
And she hits the dirt hard, bounces, rolls, gets on her feet, looks at you, and says, I may have military training too, but at least I know how to survive a fall from 600 feet without a parachute.
Only 600.
Calm down. You're having a Joker arc. Calm down.
She rolled a nat 30.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Her next move is she'll hold back a little bit, but she'll cast Thunderwave and clap her hands together and send her flying into a wall. Con save DC 14.
She succeeds, so she slams to the wall, just kind of rips her arms out, and she just charges at you. Full on Harper style.
She still takes 3 damage.
She does, yes. Let me do that damage calculation. Yep, she's still up though. As she slams like full tilt at you, like lightning bolt speed.
Mm-hmm.
And literally as she's going into full lightning bolt speed, she says, kind of this vibrating voice, dodge this, sister.
Oh, that's the sister doing it? Awesome.
Yeah. Yep. And the mother is still, the mother's there, but like, she's kind of getting up out of the rubble thing. So yeah. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw. DC 18.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Let me know what you get.
I got a 24.
Okay, you dodge. And she just kind
14
of
plus 7.
yeah, you
Or no, yeah.
Yeah, you sidestep and she just goes flying straight into her mother.
Wee.
Collides
now
with her,
that's good.
and she's gonna take some damage.
They're both going to take damage.
Yes, so there's gonna be a lot of dice being rolled. Because this is a lightning attack against a entity that's water based.
Oh, that's going to hurt. Oh. Oh, owie. That's going to so hurt.
Her lightning ability then. Oops.
Kind of glad that Jess is solar powered.
Well, it has to make me wonder. There's no sun out right now.
No, 18 damage to them.
Solar radiation is still getting out.
Well, that's true.
Both of them tumble into the dirt and are rolling around, kind of like trying to get off each other. But you can see the impact on the mother just has literally made her, like, she is not in a fighting spirit anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And she actually, somehow, the whiteness in her hair has slowly dimmed to like kind of like a brunette kind of color.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Her next thing would be to tie them off and ground her sister, as it were.
Yeah.
You're grounded.
Do you say that?
Yeah. After she ties her to the as she ties her and her mom together, she'll handcuff the sister and clamp the other handcuff around a metal piton and jam it into the ground. And yeah, you've been grounded.
As they're trying to break free and they can't. And the storm has now turned into just lots of rain. That's it.
Yeah. You see some jetpack robots coming in.
Falling from the sky.
Weep. Most of them are fine.
It's not raining men, it's raining robots.
Like you see some of them land while you see one like do the full kibbing. Just landing on like face down.
It's raining droids. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
raining.
they have the B1 droid voice. I forgot. I gave him the B1 droid voice. Ow.
Yeah. So yeah, we're yeah, the battle's over, but like the tower is just pretty much destroyed.
Yeah, there's mainly construction bots already trying to build, like just haphazardly built like metal plate over the hole. Just so they can, as like an umbrella. It's like a dome almost.
Yeah. Harper is now like blipped with still the ace in his arms. Like next to Jess, who's like literally staring down his sister and his mother. And apparently one of the construction bots has managed to detain the shark person.
Yeah, it's using its iron grip that is usually used the like one hand like eye beams.
Yeah. Yeah. Girders, yeah. And
girders.
Yeah. And it's trying to break through and trying to bite through it, and like it's doing a good job of biting through its finger in it, like its hand, but like the robot just picks up a gird and goes bonk. No.
It's the shark guy's her dad, yeah?
Yeah.
She just walks over to him and basically smacks him in the nose and says no.
Bad father.
Yeah.
Bad dad.
This is when a little, because I imagine the power is turned back on.
Yeah, the power's back on.
Like a little floor opens up as an elevator rises, and there's Good Baxter with the machine. Oh god, you don't know how long I've been connected to this thing. This thing has been iron gripping until the power came back on. Oh god.
Well, I had time to fix it in the dark. What happened? Oh my god, my tower!
I like that. Oh my god, my tower! I love it.
Yeah, and you can
Took
see
me
like
over.
all the shops and stuff surrounding the tower because it was like the focal point of the park. Flattened.
I'm gonna have to build a new one. You know what? Okay, it was always problems. I guess I can build a better, less problematic. Either way. Hey! Oh, this is probably useful, isn't it? He says while like looking at our mutant friends here as he like
Yeah.
it's like, oh, this could be useful, and pointing at the, rad go away machine.
Mhm.
Hi, Queen Bee. I hope nothing was too bad when I was down there. Judging by the
No, just a little sibling rivalry, and
One of them
apparently
holds
my
up a hand and
parents-
tries to spark you with lightning bolt.
Jeez.
It's just a little crackle in their fingers. That's it. That comes out. Nothing
Okay.
harmful.
Well, this could help. Let me see. I'm gonna hook this up. I'm going to. Okay, he pushes a button. Overflow over with secret immediately gets a ping and displays a little message thing, or just points at your wrist like where Baxter usually calls you.
Yep. By the way, comms are back up.
Yeah. He points at the comms. Overflow does.
Secret. Secret, it's me. Good Baxter.
I've been trying to contact Queen Bee that her family was here, but I couldn't get through.
Well, she kind of figured it out and already kind of apprehended them. I got the machine.
And I have a person too, my mentor, who turned into a kind of a big green mean thing.
Okay, mean and green, cool. But can you just like bring it to the center of the park? That's where I have the machine. Dr. S will be here.
Yes, I'll have wipeout. No.
Overflow.
Overflow. Thank you. I'll have Overflow bring him.
Okay, Overflow, do that please.
Overflow wraps around the still conscious brace very quick. Surprised how fast Overflow.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
raining, meaning Overflow could practically fly almost.
Yes.
So you just see like
And I'm still on the back of Scoops.
Yep.
yeah, scoops.
And I look at the people who are following us and goes, "Get to safety now.
Scoop
Get to the
nods.
top." Sorry.
There's going to be a story in Florida about a cat and her dog.
Uh-huh.
Speaking about that, there are actually newscopters surrounding the park, like all over the place as the storm's starting to subside.
Scoop looks up and sees the helicopter and lets out a bark. Just a woof.
Good Scoops. Good Scoops. Now that way.
You're gonna go to the center of the park.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
The Scoop just like sprints. It's you have to hold on pretty tight.
Yep.
He holds on. I mean, he's not gonna let go.
Yeah, you're holding on to the two ice cream cones that are ears.
Scoop gets there pretty quickly as Overflow's already there, and Baxter goes,
Okay, we have okay, should we do the unconscious one first, or should we do the conscious ones first? I don't know when the unconscious one's gonna wake up.
The unconscious one just is like let there, and it's just like pretty star.
Okay, we should probably do the strong boy first. If he wakes up before we finish everyone else, this is gonna be bad.
Yes, please do.
Let me. Okay, Dr. S, can you help me lock him in?
Yes, of course.
He doesn't resist. He's right now like in a like a dumb
Technically, he's
trance.
knocked out. I mean,
Yeah.
that's exactly what happened to her.
Exactly.
To him.
Okay, the machine should be ready, and okay.
The needle starts lowering, and it starts sucking out radiation juice.
Yeah, as his body slowly starts turning to like a normal size.
I wonder what the other three.
He's still
feel
green.
like.
He's still green though. He's still like a greenish like tint to his skin, but his body's like now like normal size.
I wonder how the other three feel watching and realizing this is going to powers.
Okay, first one done. Let me remove the tank. Let me get an empty one here
As he gets the next one ready.
Okay, who's next?
My father, she points to the shark.
Okay, let's
You're still
Help
trying to
me.
bite at the fingers of the construction bot.
Okay,
Pretty
Construction Bot.
dangerous, so yeah.
Okay, Construction Bot, can you just just forces his hand to the needle, to like the little arm things that will lock his hand for the needle to grab?
Yep.
So just okay, Mr. Shark Person, just sit there tightly.
He's like
and,
snapping at like you.
Okay. Okay, let me just the needle lowers.
And he just flops to the ground with a wet
Oh.
kind of smack. It's like swamp water just like spews out from all its pores.
Ugh. Well, either way, they're probably going to be forever stained by their transformations. But he says, well, judging its normal threat.
You can
and
see
the
barnacles
arms
kind of
and
like growing all over his body, though.
Ugh. Well,
Mhm.
I can't get rid of all of the radiation. All I can do is make them back to normal. Any mind freaky stuff will be no more. I think.
Mhm.
Anyways, the last two, please. Dexter says happily.
Yep. She points to her sister and her mom.
Who are
Like
tight.
literally like hugging each other for dear life. Like they're like shaking in fear.
Come on, don't be afraid. It's just a large needle that's bigger than your whole body. Okay, maybe it's a little horrifying. It's a large extraction needle. It's just okay. Cream Bee, just pick one. Just pick which one you want. I can't do both at the same time. Which one do you hate or not hate more?
She just looks
Okay.
and says, "One's my mother and one's my twin sister."
Sorry, I never had a family. Still, don't relate very well. Oh, yeah, you noticed this whole time that Baxter looks very different. He's wearing a white suit and everything.
She'll knowing the way her parents are, she'll point to her sister first because their children come
Yeah.
first whenever they're normal.
Yep. Well, anyways, okay, it's this person's sister come here and let's lock you in. Locks in. Ow! Don't zap me. I'm very conductive. Okay. Needle time.
She screams. It's like lightning, like a beam of lightning just shoots up out of her mouth towards the sky.
Wow.
Mhm.
Oof. Oh yeah, a lot of their powers are going to not like it that they're losing all of their radiation that keeps the powers in check. Shouldn't
Mhm.
kill them, of course. Just gonna hurt like hell at worst case scenario.
All right.
Well, anyway,
Give me just
person's
a
fine.
moment. I need to roll something for this one.
What?
All right. Yep, she's good.
Yay. Okay, your mother time. Then let's lock her in. Just being
Remember,
so
your
long, a
mother
little
is what is the water-based electric.
Yep, she's going to say, "You're gonna want Overflow to hold her."
Overflow nods and grabs her.
You know, she does look very weak.
Oh, I think your mother would have hated fighting Overflow. I think Overflow could have threw her around the room. Anyways, is Overflow, make sure she's in like a correct form that's like for a person, just in case this like makes her weirdly shaped. Overflow nods. Okay, let's do it.
You just, as you remove the needle, Jess, you know something is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
She's not moving or breathing.
She is going to use every healing spell she has to try and fix that. All three, or two of the cure wounds, her healing word, one of her level 2 cure wounds, all at the same time if possible.
All right, go ahead.
All right. This is the level 2 cure wound.
Yeah.
16 for that.
16 HP, okay.
First healing word.
Okay.
Is 6. second healing word is 7.
Okay. She spits
Eh.
up a bunch of water.
What?
You healed her. But there is a caveat. She is paralyzed as a quadriplegic.
Oh no.
So from the neck down.
Mm-hmm. And she has a slight speech impediment now.
Secret will walk up next to Queen Bee. This is your mother, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is your mother going to be all right?
She shakes her head. She'll live.
Then we need to get her to a hospital.
Yes.
Yeah, I got that. She
Apart-
says,
Part of Baxter's, even as good Baxter, is a little paranoid side goes,
We should probably make sure there's no Peter your mind washing stuff on them though first.
As one
Yes.
of the robots walks up, scans it, there's nothing left of like any kind of residual Peter scan. I'll give you that much.
Okay, thank God. Okay, we
Okay.
can get everyone back and sorted. Ugh.
Okay, so we can get all the people who were changed to a hospital so they can be properly taken care of, right?
Yes, I think that's maybe good. Well,
Okay.
no one else in the world's ever dealt with this kind of stuff, but us really when it comes to this whole transformation stuff. Speaking of radiation transformation, I should probably make sure no guests have turned.
Yes, I did save a whole bunch of guests from where we used to stay. I think it's, well, I don't know if it's still there.
Harper looks over at the tower as it's crumbling to the ground, like the resort tower, and he says, "Well, there goes my lab and all my work."
Don't worry, I'll try to get you something. Repay you. Oh, bad. Oh, my other self is going to be rolling around for that one. I'm not sure if he actually helped or anything.
well, I mean, I wouldn't have been able to bring down that tower without his little minions, so.
Oh, so he did bring them out. Well, I guess that definitely helped a little bit. Maybe there's a little good in him. Either way. Oh yeah, Queen Bee, I don't think you have no idea what's going on with that. Ah, whatever. You'll
I
She
can-
shrugs.
I can explain it. At least the best to my ability.
Yeah,
Queen-
please do. I'll give like an over complex thing. Anyways, I
Queen,
have people that's into.
As
Yeah.
you're carrying your mother in your arms, like towards like a stretcher or something like that, she
Uh-huh.
looks at you. Looks at her head, kind of slightly twists towards to look at you, and for the first time in maybe 4 or 5 years, she smiles at you with a warm smile.
Yeah.
She'll smile back. And then she'll turn to Baxter and Ace and say, "You think there's anything you can build to help her walk again?"
Probably in a definite sense. I guess me and Ace could work together. This is
Yeah.
working base. We can actually try to build something. I've built like a really sophisticated robotic arm for people that don't have arms and stuff. I could build something similar, like an exo thing, or yeah, I have options.
I like that. I have options.
And as the clouds part and the sun's beams start lighting the park and all the chaos that has happened today, the camera pulls back and shows a little bit of the devastation from what happened during the battle in the storm. There is a lot to clean up. The park was almost, not to put a damper on this, but almost obliterated.
Well, I guess
The only strong structures that were standing were most of Shadow City. A lot of the rides need maintenance and repair. And that's going to be happening next episode. Is going to be in Heroes Core, Worlds of
Maybe a little
Adventure,
more calm
The
episode.
Aftermath.
Maybe it's a little more calm. Maybe I can finally remove Peter's influence off this whole park because everything he built is destroyed. Yay!
Is it all
And that's where we're going to end today's game.
Woohoo!
Oh my gosh.
That was a dramatic
Ah.
and intense one.
I did warn you guys that
You
was
did.
yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
It's like, please don't kill my family. That would be
Well, that's
great.
exactly what we didn't do. We didn't kill your family.
We didn't
Yep.
kill your family.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I didn't kill the person the
The Hulk guy.
the Hulk guy.
Yeah.
Baxter helped.
And Baxter helped. And I helped.
Both Baxters helped
Yep.
to some varying degrees.
All right. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me on Heroes Core Worlds of Adventures USA. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, the parks are closed for extensive repairs. So Blip, will have to hand it off to our very furry friend over that way.
Which furry friend?
You.
There's two.
Oh, me.
The feline.
Yeah.
The feline.
The feline riding the dog.
The feline riding the dog. I have now a dog. I have a now a ice cream pupper.
You have ice cream pup.
Hello, I am Seaflet Flang, played by Trisha Welsh. I also play Ella. And this was kind of cool.
Wait.
Thank you, Lemon. Thank you, Lemon.
Did you just?
There we go. I will now pass it down to our very cool Queen Bee.
Yeah, well, you know. Hi, I'm Katie Wynn, and I played Jessica Rose, aka Queen Bee, and she's gonna need a lot of family counseling. It's gonna be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
As if she didn't already need it.
Oh no, she needs all kind of counseling. But yeah, and on to Baxter.
Yes. It's me. And me. But we actually did something good. Both of us. I did a lot of it. Hey, I built the showstoppers. And okay, let's not argue. Anyways, we were controlled by me, Gearbox. Hello, I'm the funny man. We're all funny people here. But I'm the only person that claims I'm the funny man, so.
Yay!
Everyone can call himself funny man. I don't care. Anyways, that was pretty good. Let's hand it to our good old inventor that happens to be very lucky.
Luck is not a superpower.
Luck is a superpower.
No, it is. I seen it.
I played Diamond Ace, played by Chris, otherwise known as Pi 3. And yeah, this was definitely a harrowing module.
Yes.
Harrowing in more than one way.
Yeah.
Like, damn, it got really intense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will pass it back up to Blip. I don't know if you've
All
actually
right.
gone.
Yes. I am PAK USA, aka RT Studios, your production bolt for today. While we clean up these parks and make them pristine again, we'll see you next time at the parks. Hopefully, the parks will be fixed by then, Baxter and everyone.
It's a lot of work.
And don't forget, next week we are coming back to Realms of Awakened Essence.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Realms of Awakened Essence is coming
Hey,
back.
It's our turn, Big.
I love playing video games with friends.
What? Wait, huh? What's a video game? What, huh?
It's like a game, but not real.
All right, and we'll see you next time among the in the parks, or shall I say, we'll see you next time on this great adventure. Remember, be empowered to play, and make sure to watch out for those lightning bolts. They are pretty fierce. We'll see you next time, guys. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Yeah.
Stay tuned after the show. We'll be raiding into Rogan 27. Thanks for joining us in the parks, here at Heroes Core, Worlds of Adventure.